Good afternoon, everyone. From the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, this is Arlie Johnson with you for Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Today, the Icemen are hosting the Orlando Solar Bears in the third game of a three-game series, and it has not gone Jacksonville's way this weekend. Coming off of a 14-game point streak, really it hasn't gone well for the Icemen all week as they lose in a shootout in Atlanta on Wednesday, and then a pair of regulation losses to the Solar Bears on Friday night in Orlando, 5-4, and then last night here on home ice by a score of 5-3 in a game that was not that close. It was 5-0 Orlando. But the only good thing about it from yesterday is the Icemen scoring 3 goals in the final 4 minutes of the game to try and build a little momentum into today. And hopefully just the last couple of losses will provide the extra spark that they'll need for today as they try to salvage one game in this 3-game set. As for Orlando, they're playing exceptionally well right now, winning 7 of their last 9 games. They are currently only 1 point out of a playoff spot right now behind the Florida Everblades with 18 games to go for Orlando. So a lot on the line for them. This game is certainly more important to the Solar Bears than it is to the Jacksonville Icemen, although, of course, from the Icemen's perspective, they still have aspirations of climbing into the first place spot where they are currently 5 points behind the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. We'll have your opening faceoff in a moment, but first, it's God Bless America.
Fans, let's hear it for Noah Sachs. And now, fans, at this time, we ask that you continue standing as we honor America and all the brave men and women who have served our country with the singing of our national anthem. Performing today's anthem is Hope Parker from Grace Episcopal Day School. Presenting the colors for today's game are the Sea Cadet Color Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was
We are ready for hockey in downtown Jacksonville on this Sunday afternoon, the second of 4 Sunday Publix home games. So the Icemen in their Publix green jerseys today, traditional Publix colors, darker green, lighter green, you get the idea. Along with the accompanying socks for Orlando, they'll be in their white uniforms with the purple and orange trim and the purple numbers to go with it. As we are ready for hockey, Jacksonville coming in with a record of 33 wins, only 17 losses, 4 overtime losses, and a shootout loss for the Solar Bears, 28-18, 6-2. Right now, Jacksonville in second place, 5 points behind Greenville, who are in first place. They are 4 points ahead of South Carolina, who sits in third. For Orlando, right now, 1 point out of a playoff spot, 1 point behind the Florida Everblades, only 3 points behind South Carolina, and they do have a game in hand on the Stingrays as well, so they are very much in the thick of things. Should Jacksonville get the victory today, it will make them that much closer to solidifying their spot in the postseason. After tonight, there will only be 16 games left in the regular season, and the Icemen will embark on a little bit of a road trip next week, playing in Florida and in Orlando again on Thursday before having an extremely rare weekend off, really an entire week off after Thursday's game. Starting in net tonight for Orlando, it's going to be their number 1 netminder, Brandon Halverson, his 30th game of the year. 14-10, 3-1 is his record. Goals against average 2.70, a save percentage of .916. The Icemen will go back to Matt Vernon tonight. Had a long point streak of his own, or unbeaten in regulation streak, snapped on Friday night against the Solar Bears, but still his numbers are excellent. 19-5-1 on the year. Goals against average 2.33 and a save percentage of 91.8%. The same 4 officials from yesterday are the same 4 officials today. So once again, they're going with the 2-referee system tonight. I believe there's only 1 game left at home anyway, where the Icemen will have a 2-referee system. Of course, it's normally 1 in the regular season, but it will be a 2-referee system for all postseason games. And it will be the same way today with Tyler Haskell and Logan Gruel as your referees. Same 2 linesmen also, Brian Oliver and David Rositas. The Icemen last night in their loss outshot Orlando. I believe the final count was 39-13. I might be off by a little bit there. They were out shooting them 8-0. Orlando's first shot on goal was a power play goal, and they obviously never trailed, jumping out ultimately to a 5-0 advantage in the third period. Brendan Harris and Luke Boca at the opening face-off. Kelly Bent tied up with Craig Martin on the left wing side. They're already jousting even before the puck drop. In what has been a very spirited weekend. And Orlando wins the draw. They'll play it in deep. Vernon will play the puck behind his net, swinging it around. Orlando gives it up to the Icemen. Here comes Jacksonville, tossing it out to center. Wristed right back in by Kurt Gosselin. Vernon stops the puck for Brandon Fortunato. Right side, it is Russell. Cross ice look. The Icemen collect it. Martin avoids a big hit. He loses his stick. It gets separated from him. Nearly went all the way into the Orlando bench and went flying into the air. Solar Bears get it at center ice. Mazza will forehand in. Vernon will stop the puck again. Playing it for Fortunato. Cross ice look. It is Harris. Harris drifts back into his own end before starting the rush forward. Gaining center ice. He'll forehand it in. Halverson will block the puck for Gaudette, who played a strong game last night for the Solar Bears. Pass right up the middle, picked off by Jacksonville. They're going to say it's onside. Thought it was going to be offside against Jacksonville. They couldn't get the rush anyway. Solar Bears have it at neutral ice. Just over a minute gone by. Just underway in a scoreless contest. Solar Bears with the puck. Gaudette with a wrist shot. Double deflection, comes up high to the Icemen. Panetta gives it up. Solar Bears nearly got it in front, but D'Amigo with a good stick, knocking it free, and the Icemen will play it to the red line. Biaka Batuka drives back in. Vernon with his head up, looking to see if he can outlet it all the way to center, and he does. Christopher Brown skates away from Braden Lowe. The Icemen play it in deep. Halverson leaving the puck for Avery Winslow. Good turn to the wide side around D'Amigo. Winslow gets by Lodermeyer, has a little more space, he's already into the zone. Coast to coast is Winslow, all the way behind the Jacksonville net. Solar Bears with possession. Comes to Luchuk at the right circle. Tosses it underneath for Lowe. Around the wall, all the way to the point. Winslow plays it for Tyler Bird. Braden Lowe. Defended by Ivan Chukarov. Lowe keeping things along the wall. Good defense there by Chukarov. He'll separate him from the puck. Start the rush ahead for Derek Lodermeyer. Snapshot on net. Blocker saved by Halverson. Rebound for Olivier Nadeau. Nadeau in the left wing corner. Tries to swing it off the back of the net for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer tries to get it through a maze of skates. Couple of sticks up in the air as the Icemen continue with possession. It is Chukarov for Van Wy. One-timer and a stick save is made. Rebound goes behind the net. The Icemen with good work along the wall. Grando to the left point for Chukarov. Cross ice look. There's Van Wy with a forehand and a save by Halverson. Van Wy gets it back. He's playing defense tonight, by the way. Chukarov with a one-timer. Blocked up high. And really feeling that one is Chase Ruddy. As the Solar Bears clear it out, this will be called offside. Chukarov very nearly held it in. It was just over the line. Our first whistle of the game comes almost 3 minutes in. 17-12 to go in the first period. It is scoreless. The Icemen already with 3 shots on net. So face-off will be outside the blue line. It is Brendan Harris winning it for Reese Harsh. Harsh, who sat out last night's game, but back in tonight. Orlando gets the steal. Mashi, left wing circle, possible 2-on-1. Centering pass, robbed by Vernon, and then jamming a stick at Vernon's pads after the whistle was Daniel Walker. Icemen take exception to that, but Vernon with a big save with the right pad. And as I bring in Alex Reed to just get things started, that's already something that the Icemen were missing yesterday. They didn't get the big save yesterday. And the goaltending trio all year long has been brilliant. Let me make that very clear. But last night it wasn't the case. But tonight, Matt Vernon with a big early stop.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, right off the get-go, a couple of good opportunities that I've seen so far. So I was walking back up here, and the one just there, that was a big stop there by Vernon, no doubt about it. Following a turnover, those are big momentum shifts there. And again, right there, the Icemen getting the early saves, which I think gets Vernon settled into the game, as well as the team themselves, knowing that, hey, if we continue to play the way we have in even strength, improve things on the penalty kill, and get saves like that, we should be in good shape.
It's been the reason for their success most of the entire season. Starts at the back and works its way forward. Icemen with the puck in their own end. Martin, cross ice look right on the tape of Cockrell. To the right side it is Harris. Couple of guys with a blazing speed. From the blue line, Russell with a bomb. It is blocked by Orlando. Luke Boca with a big block, sacrificing his body as Russell got all of that shot. Solar Bears with it in their own zone. Jeremy Biaka-Batuka for Marc-Andre Gaudette. D to D once again. Lead pass deflected in by Kelly Bent. Vernon out of his net. He'll play it around the wall. D'Amigo tries to let it ride, but Shackle will hold it in. For Bent in the right wing side. Playing it down low for Luke Boca. This is an effective third line for Orlando. Bunch of grinders that will just muck it up. At the blue line, it's Boca with a shot. Deflected by Gaudette, the defenseman. Another deflection goes off a skate nearly on goal. That would have been a tester. Icemen get it back behind their own net. It is Brown. Playing it to the left for D'Amigo. Backhand feed, trying to set up Fortunato. Goes to an open wing. Fortunato will backhand it into the Solar Bear end. 15-16 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Orlando sets it with Aaron Luchuk. And Vernon makes a save with the right shoulder. Rebound for the Solar Bears. It is Bird. Centering feed, knocked away behind the net. Van Wy digs the puck free, only to give it up to Luchuk. At the blue line, Winslow pinches to hold the zone. Avery Winslow taps it ahead. Derek Lodermeyer cannot clear. Fortunato now tied up with Tyler Bird in the corner. Fortunato wins the puck battle. It comes to Jerry D'Amigo on the left wing, and the Icemen break out. Luke Brown over the line with Van Wy. Shot on net, easy blocker save. Rebound for Van Wy. He'll play it down low for Brown. In front, forehand save is made. Rebound is loose. Another save comes free for Luke Brown. Can't get the shot away. The second shot was better than the first one. Here's Brown again with a shot that is blocked. Comes back to the blue line, and it bounces over Van Wy's stick and out to center ice. Icemen starting this game pretty similarly to how last night started, Reader.
Yeah, it was the Icemen on the attack. You know, the majority of the chances, majority of the shots, and the pressure.
Here they are again. Shot on net, high and wide from Van Wy as he pinched in. Orlando clears out to center ice. And the Solar Bears get a steal in the offensive end. It is Jocks trying to step around the defender, cannot do it. Well done by Ivan Chukarov. The Icemen get it to center ice. That shot from Van Wy set up right between the hash marks, and now another steal from Jacksonville. Harris, slap shot, saved by Halverson. Just got enough with the tip of his glove. Icemen keep it in the zone in the offensive end. It is Harris. Skating to the circle, to the blue line for Cockrell. Wrister in a screen, deflected wide of the net by Nadeau. The Icemen are buzzing right now. It is Cockrell with a drive. That goes wide. Comes behind the net for Harris. Harris with a centering feed. Grando for Cockrell at the blue line. All Jacksonville right now. Cockrell with a wrister intentionally wide. Halverson tries to cover it up, and he does, as the Icemen are blitzing the cage, and Orlando comes after the Icemen again. Mazza, I think, wanted a piece of, I want to say it was Brendan Harris. 8 shots in the opening 7 minutes, not even for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of in the tail of the tape here, really, with this team. Even strength, just dominating the Icemen. I mean, we've seen it all week. We've seen it during the point streak of 14 games, and the results just haven't been there in some other areas. But, I mean, what more could you ask for right now from Jacksonville? They've been playing even strength. They're doubling up the shots already. They've already got a couple good saves, but really it's the pressure. That was relentless right there by the Icemen. Lots of chances knocking on the door. Halverson was able to make the big saves for his club. So, again, great start. If you're the Icemen, just continue to do more of that. You hope that you pop one in.
We'll take a quick break. It is scoreless with 13:15 to go in the first. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fans Am, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Icemen win the faceoff in the offensive end, but they can't keep it in the zone. Orlando plays it into the offensive end. Sharp angle shot denied by Vernon. Rebound goes behind the net. Mashi looks to center. He goes down with Garrett Van Wy. Third man in is Chukarov. He'll flip it up the wall, and Jacksonville breaks out. Harris with Acapelli. Acapelli going wide on Gaudette. Lost the puck along the way. Gaudette chips it up the wall. Solar Bears play it to the half boards. Jacksonville gets a steal. Acapelli, wrist shot. Blocker save made by Halverson. And the rebound is cleared away by the Solar Bears. Huge hit by Acapelli on Ryan Mashi as the Icemen get it behind their own net. So they're playing physical too, and now somebody wants a piece of Acapelli right at the Jacksonville bench. And what I thought was going to be things calming down today, it is not turning out that way at all. Everybody's involved right now. All 10 guys on the ice in a scrap right at the Icemen bench.
Oh,
gloves
Walker.
are down. Walker just took somebody down. That was Luke Brown. He kept his gloves on the whole time. Now we've got Russell going after Tyler Bird, a pair of number 7s. And it continues to get nasty here in Jacksonville. The fans absolutely love it.
Well, that was all following the hit, as you talked about there, Arlie. Acapelli with a big hit on Mashi. And now you've got, this isn't over. Now you've got Ruddy and Russell. And Russell's like, hey, let's go. Ruddy, yeah. They're separating right now. There's only one official in between them.
I don't care that we were teammates in training camp. You're my enemy now.
That is so true.
Ruddy, of course, who was with the Icemen during training camp but did not make the club.
Then you got Walker, who he's on a Syracuse contract. He's a tough kid, 6'5", but he threw one punch there on Luke Brown. He wasn't really engaged in a fight, so didn't really like that shot right there at all. If you want to go with them, square up. Luke Brown still had his gloves on, and Walker just popped him with one and kind of knocked him down. But you're right. Fans letting the guys in the box know it, and Tyler Bird having some words with some fans here. And you're right, Arlie, it's It's it didn't go away. We thought maybe it would be a calmer game.
I really did.
Here, but this is the third game in 3 days, and for the Icemen, they got a game at Florida Wednesday, and they're back at Orlando Thursday. So these teams are seeing a lot of each other here recently, and I think it's just now at that point where they're kind of at the point where they're just have a lot of disdain for one another. That's for sure.
And I love it. I think it's great for the rivalry. Here's Joe Massa with the penalty calls.
Number 11, Daniel Walker. 2 minutes for roughing. To Orlando, number 7, Tyler Bird. 2 minutes for roughing. To Jacksonville, number 7, Connor Russell. 2 minutes for roughing. All penalties called at 7:31 of the first period. Once again, the Orlando penalty.
So it looks like it's going to be a power play for the Icemen through all of this. I think the initial penalty was going to go to Walker.
You look at the video board, if you're watching FloHockey, you can see a video of the conversation between Walker, Bird, and some of the fans there in the penalty box.
And they're having a blast. Even the players, Walker's having a blast with the conversation too.
Yeah. Might be talking about beards right now. I don't know. Who knows? But lots of chatter. And here we go. An Iceman with a power play, an area they got to get something going on here. It's been a tough week in that regard for the club.
No question, but Orlando gets an immediate steal, and they'll skate out with Luke Boca. Working on Fortunato. Vernon forced to make a left pad save from a sharp angle. Icemen get the rebound. Fortunato behind the net. Jacksonville has struggled on special teams, power play and penalty kill all week long. Here's Fortunato into the zone for Nadeau. Right side, he's got some space, works it to the left side. Drop pass, forehand, goes over the crossbar. I think Granda was in a little too tight. The puck was caught between his skates, so he couldn't shoot. He had to pass it. At least he felt like he had to.
Yeah, and I think Martin kind of stumbled trying to get around him, and that's why that shot was kind of sky-hooked there a little bit high.
Martin, center point, flips it to the left for Harris. Into the bumper, Granda with a bomb. That goes wide to the far post. Comes back to the point for Brandon Fortunato. Left side for Martin. Goes around Boca. Bottom of the circle. Seam pass for Harris. It was just deflected. Harris gets it back. He was ready to one-time it. Nadeau behind the net. Gives it back to Harris. To the line for Martin. Fakes the shot. Moves it for Fortunato at the left circle. Here's Martin with a one-timer. Save is made. Rebound is loose. And the Icemen get it right back. Down to 45 seconds left on the power play. Fortunato. Seam pass. Stolen and cleared. Wasn't a crisp enough pass. Lowe got a stick on it. Jacksonville wants to play it forward, but Vernon did not have anybody to pass to. He'll leave it for D'Amigo, and the Icemen change up their power play unit.
Well, it was the right look there by Fortunato. He had Harris wide open in a very close range, but man, oh man, that pass just didn't have enough on it to get through. But again, the harder you pass it, though, a little bit more tougher it is to get that accuracy. So he wanted to make certain that he tried to get it there.
Luke Brown for the Icemen. Shot towards goal is blocked. Tries to get to the rebound. He does. Still 9 seconds on the power play. Christopher Brown to the line for Van Wy. Left side, it is Chukarov. Back for Van Wy. One-timer. Pad save. Rebound for Chukarov as teams go back to full strength. D'Amigo tries to feed Brown. He couldn't. He'll kick it behind the net instead. And it is D'Amigo spun around. Solar Bears get to the puck. Up the right side. Poked away by Jacksonville. It is loose. Scrum for the puck. Where's it going to go? Icemen get it back. Luke Brown at the left point. Wrist shot. Save made. Rebound to the goal line. And it is held out of the net by Halverson. It was trickling towards the goal line, but never made it all the way across. And the Icemen still are scoreless.
Yeah, Halverson knew immediately he didn't have it completely secured. As soon as it hit his pad, he just looked right behind him and he saw it and then kind of flailed down there, outstretched to keep that one out. Arlie, that was a good-looking power play. I mean, the Icemen controlled the zone for pretty much the entire 2 minutes. I think there was one clear by Orlando, but good-looking power play. They got some shots in on goal. I know that was such a challenge for the team here to get more shots. I think they did that. Halverson made some saves. There were a couple of other looks that were there. Again, just didn't quite finish it off on the execution side. And there, if you replay of that last play there, yeah, he got there just in the nick of time. That puck had a little momentum trying to cross that goal line, but Halverson did indeed get there. Plenty of time to spare.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 inches in front of the goal line. So we play on. Still 0-0. Jacksonville with 12 shots on net in the opening 10 minutes. Orlando gets a shot away. Save made by Vernon. Penalty coming. And I think this is going to be in Orlando. And Cockrell goes straight after Derek Angeli, who crashed the net of Matt Vernon. That looked like it was clearly intentional, and they did call the penalty for it. I believe it's going to be goalie interference on Angeli. Vernon is fine, and we'll see if Cockrell going after Angeli maybe even things up. And it continues to get very nasty in this game. 0-0, 9:45 to go in the second period. We'll take a break and see what the penalty or penalties are when we come back. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Fansays, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
Solar Bears win the faceoff and clear it out. The Icemen are on another power play. Vernon plays it up the right side for Craig Martin. Martin flips it out to center, stolen by Orlando. Martin gets it right back through the neutral zone. Now onside on the right wing is Craig Martin. Takes it into the corner. Harris, top of the circle for Martin at the half boards. Harris gets it back center point. Martin to the left side as Martin gets taken down. Centering feed, Nadeau cannot redirect it home. Martin tries to hold it in. Great play between the legs. Trying to tap it free. The Solar Bears get it. And Mazza will skate with it briefly before clearing it the length of the ice.
Yeah, good setup there by Jacksonville. Nadeau was set up perfectly right where you want him, top of the crease. Just couldn't connect on that puck. If he had, it would have been trouble for Halverson.
Jacksonville over the line. They are onside. Another clean entry in, only to give it up immediately. And the Solar Bears clear it. Halfway through this power play, Vernon plays it all the way to the red line for Harris. Cross ice for Luke Brown, dropping it back for Harris. Another drop pass. D'Amigo is onside, right up the gut. Takes it to the right for Matheson Acapelli. Acapelli to the line for Ivan Chukarov. To the left, it's Harris. Harris for Chukarov. Fakes the shot. Acapelli takes the shot. Snared by Halverson. A beauty of a save as that puck was labeled for the top corner short side.
Yeah, it was. And Acapelli got good wood on that one there as he hammered it towards the net. Halverson, good save, though, with the glove. Clean that time, but good setup here. And, again, the Iceman power play, I know the results haven't been there as far as something to show for it, but it's looking good here. They're moving the puck around effectively. They're setting up chances. They're getting shots through, and they're doing it against this very stingy penalty kill unit of Orlando that's been so good here, not only this week, but all season long.
Christopher Brown cleanly wins the draw. Chukarov, center point. To the left for Acapelli. Takes the shot and scores! A power play goal! It happened! And it's 1-0 Jacksonville!
Yeah, it did. You just kind of felt like it was coming. This time it was Acapelli snapping that one from the opposite circle, and he ripped it right past Halverson. And great to see him getting involved here on the scoring touch here once again. And he's got that shot, and he can put it where he wants to when he's got that time and space. He had too much of it there and then ripped it the opposite corner. What a shot. And the Icemen getting the first goal here, and they do it on the special team side of things, Arlie. We know how good they're doing 5-on-5. They can always help their cause, though, by getting power play goals here and obviously killing off penalties. We'll see how it goes as the game wears on, but that's exactly what they need right now, just to give them that lift here after kind of what's been a tough week.
Really has been. I'm curious what the power play percentages are for the Icemen this week, actually. Maybe we'll go through that during the intermission and try and get that number. Meanwhile, here's Joe Massey with your goal call.
Power play goal. Scoring his 18th goal of the season, number 19, Matheson Acapelli. Assisted by number 28, Ivan Chukarov, and number 10, Christopher Brown. Time to go, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Thank you, Joe. 1-0 Jacksonville. They have the lead for the first time this weekend against Orlando.
Yeah, it's impressive, isn't it? But it's the way it's gone here against them. And, again, it's been Orlando getting off to the good starts. Icemen here getting their good start here today, and they got something to show for it.
Orlando with a little bit of a pushback. Tyler Bird around the wall to the blue line. Gosselin throws it right back in behind the net. Garrett Cockrell tries to pry the puck free from Braden Lowe. He does, setting up Luke Brown on the right side. Brown's cross-ice pass does go out to center ice. Solar Bears get it right back. It is Mazza over the line, moving it in cross corner. Cockrell tries to chip it off glass for Luke Brown. It bounces over his stick. Solar Bears get it in their own end. 14 shots on net for the Icemen in the opening 12 minutes of this game. And finally, they break the seal in the first period and connect against the Solar Bears. They lead 1-0. Connor Russell for Acapelli. Good work up the left side, sending away Derek Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer carries through the neutral zone. He'll backhand it in and chase after it. First to the puck for Logan Cockrell. Turnaround centering feed. Acapelli swipes at it, missed it, and the Solar Bears clear it to the shallow part of the neutral zone. It is Fortunato drifting back in his own end. Good lead pass up the right side for Lodermeyer. He's by himself for the moment. Tries to keep the play in the zone. He cannot. Walker digs it loose. He'll play it in cross corner to the left of Vernon. Acapelli gives chase. A couple of men skate by it. Fortunato tries to move it for Acapelli. Back behind the net. Orlando gets to the puck. Boca spins away from Russell. Gets it to the line for Gaudette. Slapshot is blocked in front and cleared away by Fortunato. To the left side for Logan Cockrell, who avoids a couple of forecheckers. Somehow skates by. Curls back into his own end to give himself some more space. He's like a water bug out there. Him and Brendan Harris together on the same ice sheet is crazy to watch.
Yeah, it is crazy to watch. And just imagine trying to defend that. You know, that would really exhaust anybody who is tasked with that.
Martin gets a shot blocked, gets it right back. Good look to the blue line, but a little too much sauce on that saucer pass. It goes over the stick of Chukarov and out to the Jacksonville end. 1-0 Icemen, 5:56 to go in the first. Here comes Jacksonville again. Martin with a drop pass for Van Wy, who activates. Drop pass for Brendan Harris at the top of the circle. Fakes the shot, works into the middle, gets a shot away. It is blocked. Icemen get it right back. Van Wy, turnaround shot, and the pad save is made. Rebound for the Solar Bears, and Fry will clear it to center. Icemen get it right back. Onside is Martin. To the left for Harris. He's bumped off the play. Well done defensively by Alex Fry for the Solar Bears as Kelly Bent clears in. Vernon quickly out of his net to block it behind the net. The Icemen flip it ahead. Gloving it down to his stick is Chris Grando. Olivier Nadeau takes it over the line for Grando. Trailer is harsh. He gets a shot away. It's just over the crossbar. Centering pass from Grando, nobody home. What a look that was from Grando. You can see him with his head up the whole way, waiting to see who the trailer was. Meanwhile, Orlando gets an opportunity, and Vernon with a huge save on Derek Angeli, who slipped around a defender.
Yeah, another big stop there. It's the second time I think he stopped Angeli here in this period. But Angeli did a good job keeping his feet moving. He got past the defense for that one-on-one chance, but Vernon up to the task.
Panetta with a centering feed. Goes off a pad in front. The Icemen get it back at the blue line. Luke Brown with a wrister, gloved by Halverson. Another shot on net as we will go to break. I believe that's 17 shots on goal now for Jacksonville in just over 15 minutes of play. They are all over Orlando. Finally, they have something to show for it. A power play goal from Matheson Acapelli has the Icemen on top 1-0. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit CommunityFirstIgloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. 1-0 Icemen lead over the Orlando Solar Bears. They are now crediting the Icemen with 18 shots on goal after updating it during the break. And there's almost 5 minutes to go in this period. I mean, what are we looking at here? 23, 24, 25 shots this period?
Shots have not been a problem for Jacksonville here. And again, I mean, they had 53 on Wednesday. They had 39 last night. I believe they hit the 30, maybe 33 on Friday.
Sounds about right.
But here they are at 18 with 4:39 left in the first period. So shots are plenty. That's not been the problem here. It's really been more situational things, I think, for Jacksonville. And again, they've already kind of taken part of that here by getting a power play goal, and they have the 1-0 lead in this game. They'll just need to continue to pressure Halverson and company.
D'Amigo from behind the net. Tied up with along with Lodermeyer. Russell gets a shot that is blocked by Orlando. Comes out to center. Luchuk tries to carry the puck. Cannot do it. Does move it ahead. And Braden Lowe goes wide on Fortunato. Cuts to the backhand side. Good recovery there by Fortunato. Not allowing Lowe to get a shot on net without committing a penalty. He could have easily committed a hooking penalty, a holding penalty, any number of things there. As the puck is tied up at center ice, Solar Bears have it. Gosselin's pass deflected by Lodermeyer, but he can't keep possession. Luchuk ladles it high into the air into the Jacksonville zone. It is Van Wide. Waiting for Tyler Bird to skate by. The Icemen with it behind the net. Puck kicks ahead for Logan Cockrell. Harris is there also, along with Craig Martin. Maybe the two fastest guys the Icemen have are on the same line right now with Craig Martin. As the Solar Bears get the puck in the offensive end, poke checked into the corner by the Icemen, keeping it away from the house as Chukarov chips it behind the net. Right out in front, look out, but the Icemen are on it. And Martin flips it into the air, back to the Orlando line. 3:19 to go in the first period, 1-0 Icemen. A power play goal from Matheson Acapelli. Jacksonville looks for a steal at center, unable to get it. Now they do in the neutral zone. Nadeau with Grando, 2-on-2. Right side, it's Nadeau. He falls down, gets it in front for Grando anyway somehow. Grando couldn't get the shot on goal. Comes to the line for Cockrell. Wrister in a screen, looking for a deflection. It goes into the corner. Grando gets it back for Jacksonville. Seam pass, blocked by the Solar Bears. Nadeau gets it right back. His pass is deflected out to center ice, and the Icemen regroup. It is Jacob Panetta. Ahead for Garrett Cockrell. Right side, Nadeau takes it over the line. Cross ice look, picked off by Kelly Bent, who backhands it off glass and safely out, setting up Luke Boca into the offensive end. Into the corner, centering feed, knocked away by Vernon from a dead angle, and the Icemen get to the rebound. It's Cockrell, Garrett Cockrell this time, for Nadeau. Out to center, Icemen get it back. Panetta for Grando, kicks it ahead, nobody there as he just completes a line change. Grando had to take a hit from Bent, and now Bent getting tied up with some Orlando players. A whole bunch of histrionics there from Kelly Bent.
He was trying to sell it as if he was getting hooked and hit on the bench by the Iceman players, just kind of spinning around with his arms in the air. It was kind of actually unique. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but he was trying to sell something on the bench happened to him.
Well, remember, he was also the one who, I think, successfully sold an injury on an icing call last night, too.
He did.
And he just went straight to the locker room, assuming that, the referees would think, okay, well, he's injured, so they have to replace him. And I think he did it smartly and effectively last night.
Yeah, I do remember that. And that was pretty genius play there. Yeah, he was trying to sell something there on that one.
Seam pass ahead for Acapelli. Offside is called. And then a Lodermeyer tied up with Tyler Bird. They're squaring off and doing the do-si-do right at the blue line in front of the Orlando bench. And sticks again are up high. And Bird really wants a piece of Derek Lodermeyer.
Well, Lodermeyer went at Bird over something apparently that happened. Derek Lodermeyer's not just going to go after somebody. Obviously something happened away from the play there between those two because Derek Lodermeyer is such a gentleman here of the game and of the league. But he was upset about something and went straight at Tyler Bird, and the two of them get separated.
Lodermeyer is going into the box for sure. We'll see if Bird joins him. There's only 1:27 left in the period. Bird heads off to the locker room, and Lodermeyer may do the same, not sure.
Yeah, if they give him the matching 2 minutes and don't put it on the board here, we're going to have, it doesn't really matter there. It's going to be 1:27 left. Send him out to the locker room a little bit early. That looks like that's what's going to happen for both guys.
And the Icemen sure won't mind 4-on-4 hockey. They've scored 4-on-4 each of the last 2 minutes. But did they just say 5-on-4? I'm not sure.
Nobody's in the box right now. They're sending them both, so
Maybe double minor each?
Yeah, maybe.
I'd rather the single.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you just said, Arlie, though, 4-on-4 here. Another opportunity for Jacksonville. They've got 2 goals, as you said, in this week on the 4-on-4 situation, 1 in each of the last. But looks like it's going to be a power play after all as Acapelli comes across the ice.
Yeah, Lodermeyer gets a double minor for roughing. Tyler Bird just a single minor. So it's a power play for the Solar Bears. Orlando's power play has been very effective against Jacksonville this weekend. So the Icemen need a big kill to stay in the lead going into the locker room. Otherwise, all this work will be for nothing.
Well, the Icemen's penalty kill came in started the week 6th in the league. They've allowed 5 power play goals against here this week. 4 of those against Orlando. So definitely an area that they're going to have to tighten up.
Solar Bears win the draw. The Solar Bears have gone from last in the league on the power play to 25th, so they've jumped 3 spots just in the last 2 days. Orlando with possession. To the blue line, it is Gaudette. Right side for Jocks. Defended by D'Amigo. Comes back to the line. Angeli with a centering feed, looking for the high tip. Broken up and cleared out by Christopher Brown. Final minute of period number 1. Orlando with it behind their own net. Orlando has allowed 9 shorthanded goals this year. Something to consider during the course of play today. Luchuk's pass broken up by Logan Cockrell. Luchuk gets it right back. It's held in. Vernon makes a save. Penalty coming on Orlando. It was Angeli again. Second time goalie interference on Matt Vernon from Derek Angeli both times. He's got his palms up in the air wondering, what did I do? Well, what you did is you went straight into Matt Vernon. Right into his head for that matter. 2 minutes for interference again.
Enough to knock the helmet off there, the mask. So.
And then slamming the stick against the glass as he goes to the penalty box, which could easily be another 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's where you start to get in the area of the unsportsmanlike conducts added to it. But he's going to sit in the box here. That's going to negate the power play for Orlando. And so 4-on-4 once again here with 43.5 seconds left in the period.
Very interesting developments. Derek Angeli, careless play there. He went straight into Matt Vernon on the power play at that. And he was nowhere near the puck even. He was just trying to gain body positioning at the top of the crease. So 4-on-4 for the remainder of the period. The Icemen will have a brief power play early in the second period. Solar Bears with the puck at center. It is low over the blue line to the left for Luchuk. Shot towards net, goes wide, redirects over the glass and out of play with 30 seconds remaining in the period. Icemen still stuck on 18 shots. Reader, they have not had a shot on goal for over 4 minutes now, which is news, the way things have been going today.
Yeah, it really is, huh? I mean, based on how they came out to a torrid pace there with the shots, but has been a little bit. But, again, the situations have been a little odd here with the power play situations 4-on-4, but I'll be curious to see if the Icemen get another chance here before the end of this period here. They can get possession.
Solar Bears slap shot is blocked. They get it right back and keep it in. Biaka Batuka shovels a backhander below the goal line for Luchuk. He's defended by Garrett Cockrell. Luchuk tries to flip it into the corner. He gets it right back on the give and go. Down to 15 seconds left in the period. Icemen look for the steal. Christopher Brown on his backhand. Tries to play it behind his net. He is tied up along the wall. Jacksonville does come away with it. 5 seconds to go. They won't have enough time. Garrett Cockrell from distance gets a shot away. It is blocked by Gaudette, and this period is over. A successful one for Jacksonville and the lead, most important of all. 1-0, only the 1 goal on 18 shots, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. The Icemen do get the goal. They have the lead. They've been sound defensively as well, which I think is something that Nick Luca will always want, and he's getting that today too. Strong opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, great job there, Jacksonville. Again, solidifying itself in the even strength situations. And then winning the special teams battle early on right now. It's still very early, but they got the power play goal, which has been really big. And that's where we're at right now here. 1-0 Jacksonville, taking the lead into the break. Gives them something to build on here moving forward. So,
shots on net, 18 for Jacksonville, 9 for Orlando. And it is 1-0 Jacksonville. The only goal of the game, Matheson Acapelli on the power play, his 18th of the season. Primary assist to Ivan Chukarov, and the secondary to Christopher Brown. Time of that goal, 11:40 of the opening frame. We will have your ECHL Plays of the Week brought to you by the Indy Fuels Andrew Smith on the other side of this break. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Jay is a foodie and a chef.
I'm a food truck owner with dreams of something bigger.
And at Community First, we get that. And we get you. We were founded over 88 years ago to help members live their best lives by providing the financial services they need. Today, that includes digital banking, great rates, and local decision-making.
So just be yourself.
At Community First and on the go. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Member NCUA.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now toward the net, he scores! Right there, what he scores! Out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! It's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick. Skates in over the line, Deeks shoots,
The ECHL season is hitting the home stretch and playoff races are heating up. It's time to take a look at some of the biggest moments from last week from around the league on this week's ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm the voice of the Indy Fuel, Andrew Smith. We begin in the Sunshine State with a significant milestone. The Florida Everblades won 3 straight games last week, all against Worcester. Everblades captain Joe Pendenza led the way with 3 straight multi-point games. In his 5th season with the Everblades, Pendenza reached a significant goal milestone on Saturday.
Puck comes to Jostling on the near side. Jostling sending it down low. Centering feed. Shot. Pendenza! It's number 100 in his Everblades career. Joe Pendenza with a power play goal. And he hits the century mark. Captain Joe.
Pendenza becomes the 7th player all-time to score 100 or more career goals in an Everblades jersey. That was Mike Kelly with the call on the Florida Everblades Broadcast Network. The month of February has certainly been kind to the Norfolk Admirals as they swept the South Carolina Stingrays last weekend, improving their record to 8-2 this month. On Friday, the Admirals and Stingrays were tied at 2, entering the late stages of the 3rd period. Defenseman Connor Fedoruk was scheduled to be a scratch in the game, but was inserted into the lineup at the last minute, and he played the role of hero for the Admirals.
Josh McDougall with his head up. Far side McDougall centering. Fedoruk scores! Holy cow, Connor Fedoruk! His first Admirals goal with style points. 5:11 to go in the 3rd period. Admirals get their lead right back. How about that?
Is that Carson Golder or Connor Fedoruk? Defenseman turned forward in place of his teammate. Wasn't even in the lineup until after warm-ups. Crossbar in for Connor Fedoruk.
That was Weston DeWitt and Brad Jones with a call on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network. On Friday, the Adirondack Thunder's Travis Broman was denied on a breakaway, but tracked down his own rebound and found Yashiro Hirano for the eventual game winner over Reading in front of the 10th sellout of the season at Cool Insuring Arena.
Mondo with a pass right to the slot and a good save made. Backhanded up the left side. Shane Harper there. Harper now below the goal line and a good look to Wheeler. Wheeler to Hirano. Broman. Backhand save made. Thornton. Now Hirano scores! Back-to-back goals. And this time it's Hirano. 2-1 Thunder with 13:01 left in the second.
The win was Adirondack's 3rd in a row, and they took 3 out of 4 points on the weekend. That was Rob Lapolis with the call on the Thunder Radio Network. The Maine Mariners spent last week on a tour of the Central Division, visiting Kalamazoo, Toledo, and Cincinnati for the first time in team history. Capping off the trip on Sunday afternoon, the Mariners and Cyclones posted dueling hat tricks. Cincy Zach Andrusiak completed his early in the 3rd period, but it was Maine's Adam Mihura who put the dagger in the Cyclones.
And carried in by the Cyclones, shot from the slot. Finally, Lindbaum heads off. Horvath, now he goes back, reverses course. Then on the left, Mihura walks in left side, backhand, he scores! Hat trick, Adam Mihura, the first of the season for the Mariners. It's 6-3 with 1:23 to go.
As heard from Michael Keeley on the Mariners Broadcast Network, it was Maine's first hat trick of the season and also the first in Mihura's professional career. The league-leading Kansas City Mavericks split the first two games of their 3-3 against the Utah Grizzlies and went into Sunday's contest looking to take 4 out of a possible 6 points. Mavericks defenseman Jake McLaughlin's first period goal stood to be the game winner.
Bocage recovered defensively for Utah. Swept it back around to the far corner. Mayhew battling there with Tucker Robertson. Now McKenna arriving on the scene. He's got it along the goal line. Fed it back door. McLaughlin, he scores! Jake McLaughlin hammers it home, top corner for his first goal in his last 19 games. The Mavericks off and running, 11:35 to go in the first.
McLaughlin snapped a 19-game goal-scoring drought and propelled the Mavericks to a 3-0 victory over Utah. That was Joe Benson with the call on the Mavericks Hockey Network. The team chasing the Mavericks in the Mountain Division, the Idaho Steelheads, were on the road last weekend for a 3-3 set with the Tulsa Oilers, where Idaho collected 4 out of a possible 6 points. On Sunday, en route to a 4-2 victory, Parker O'Coin scored this wild sequence of a goal where all 5 players on the ice touched the puck in the offensive zone.
Beaumont sees will reset, do it all again, feeds near him, back to the left circle, register high slot, Vandenherk for a coin, and he scores! Whoa! Tick, 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 tack, tack, and a goal! Parker O'Coin gives the Steelheads a 2-1 lead. It all started with Cole Monsees top of the right circle over to the far circle. And over at that far circle, Willie Nearham directed it back to the near dot for Register, who went for Vandenherk inside the left circle, back inside the right circle for a coin, and that was a thing of beauty.
That was Cam McGuire with the call on the Steelheads flagship radio station 95.3 FM and 1350 AM The Ticket, as O'Coin's goal was the #1 play of the week across the entire ECHL. Iowa Heartlanders forward Dakota Raby has added grit and an offensive spark to help the Heartlanders stay in the playoff hunt in the Central Division. He also showed a flair for the dramatic in front of 10,000 fans in Cincinnati.
Here comes Dakota Schmerich, the lone man back. Raby, he fakes, he lost it, gets it, centers it, scores! And the crowd goes silent. Dakota Raby, Iowa wins the season series.
The Heartlanders ended the season series with Cincinnati by winning 3 straight at Heritage Bank Center, their first 3 wins ever in Cincinnati. That's David Fine with a call on the Heartlanders Broadcast Network. We finish in the Circle City, where the Indy Fuel are 8-1-1 in their last 10 games and have moved to second place in the Central Division. On Tuesday, in front of the largest crowd in franchise history, the Fuel jumped out to an early lead against the Cincinnati Cyclones thanks to John Martin. Jalen Smerick through center, has a poked off of his stick. The Fuel want transition the other way. Martin across the line, feeds Malone right down Main Street, feeds Martin, he scores! Turnover at center ice leads to a quick 2-on-1 between Martin and Malone. And the give and go, Martin and Malone, back to Martin, charging down the weak side. He tips it in the back door, and the Fuel lead at 3-1. Martin's 2 first-period goals propelled the Fuel to a 4-1 victory and gave him 19 goals on the season. That's yours truly, Andrew Smith, on the Fuel Broadcast Network. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm the voice of the Indy Fuel, Andrew Smith, wishing you all a great week and great hockey.
Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to FloHockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. FloHockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flo Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flo Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow FloHockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming FloHockey events. FloHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-Card Poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
We're moments away from the start of the second period in a 1-0 game. The Jacksonville Icemen have the lead over the Orlando Solar Bears on the heels of a Matheson Acapelli power play goal. It's his 18th of the year. Teams will begin the second period at 4-on-4. The Icemen will have a brief power play for roughly 40-45 seconds or so, very early in the second period. Reader, before we get to the second period, gotta make a quick mention of a couple of things, all Cockrell related, because for those who listen in, which I assume is many of you on a regular basis, you may note that a couple weeks ago we gave a shout out to Chris Grando Sr. and his wife, who I can't recall the wife's name unfortunately, but Chris Grando's parents were here. They came to say hi, and I made mention at the time that any parent of any player, if they come to town, they need to come and say hi. Well, Reader, it just happened.
It did. Most definitely
yes,
so.
We had Lori Cockrell just come up and say hi to us. She is here along with her husband Al, cheering on their sons, both of them, both Garrett and Logan Cockrell. And then an extra bit of information from Lori Cockrell that, oh, by the way, not only are we here to see our sons, but we're also here to celebrate Logan's birthday today.
Aha, yes.
25 years old, Logan Cockrell. Happy birthday to you. Lori and Al Cockrell, great seeing you. And again, I will say it to all the other parents of the Icemen, players out there or staff members, coaches, whatever it happens to be. Anytime you are here, please say hello to Rita or myself. We're right at the top of section 114. We would love to meet all of you. We are here for you, so we want to make sure that we can put some faces to the people that listen in and tune in and watch on FloHockey or listen on Mixler or whatever it happens to be. And
yeah,
thrilled that Lori was able to make it here and say hello.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great chatting with her and talking to her about her boys here, Garrett and Logan. And it's just great. These two are having a blast together. Being able to play with one another here this season is just awesome for both of them. They never had a chance to do that before.
Yeah.
Because there was a 5-year gap, and like she was saying, and Garrett was 18 and Logan was 13. And he goes away and starts playing hockey away from home, and they really didn't get to grow up from that age group with each other. And now they get to hang out, make up a little bit of lost time. They're living together here in town. So, and I think a little bit of it, too, was, Garrett definitely saying, hey, I'm definitely playing another season for a chance to play with my brother. And both of them are having really good years. So it was great to just meet the full family now, I mean, they're all part of this. And I know Andy Kaufman, the Iceman CEO, likes to say it's the Iceman family. It couldn't be any more further from the truth.
Yeah, multiple families across the way now as we are back underway. Second period is underway. 4-on-4 to start things off. Solar Bears have the puck in the offensive zone. Sharp angle shot, and Vernon had to be ready for it. He was almost getting pulled off his line at the short side post, but he held on to it just long enough to be able to make the save. The Icemen will be on a power play in 11 more seconds. So 1-0 lead for the Icemen. Outshooting Orlando 18-9 in that first period. Jacob Panetta heads to the bench late on this draw. Acapelli is the player serving the extra time for Jacksonville, so he will step right out onto the power play. Orlando gets a shot away from distance. It's deflected into the corner. Solar Bears get it right back, trying to center. It is knocked away by the Icemen. Luke Brown drops it back for Christopher Brown. Acapelli out of the penalty box. He will stay on the ice on this power play. Just 36 seconds to go on this abbreviated power play. Jerry D'Amigo takes it into the zone. Luke Brown, good feed for Chukarov. He's got space, takes the shot. Save made by Halverson. He'll eat it up, and the faceoff will come to his right. 28 seconds to go on the power play. Quickly to some other scores around the league. There are other games of importance right now for the Icemen going on right now. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits for the second straight game facing the Atlanta Gladiators. It is a 1-1 game with 12 minutes to go in the second period of that one. The Icemen get this face-off. It is Acapelli at the blue line. Stolen by Orlando. Chipped ahead and out to center ice. Chukarov in control. Chukarov drifting back in his own end. 14 seconds left on the power play. Maybe one final rush. D'Amigo over the line for Luke Brown. Goes by him behind the Orlando net. Solar Bears try to clear. They do not. They get another crack at it. They do get it ahead this time, bouncing to center ice. Orlando picks up Angeli out of the penalty box. Now they've got a 3-man rush, but they can't do much anything with it. It ends up in the corner in the Jacksonville zone, tied up along the wall. Acapelli tries to dig it free from Angeli. He does. Still tied up. Can he find an open man? Yes, he does. Gets it nicely done for D'Amigo. Right side for Brown. Onside. Looking for the left. Acapelli. Save made. Rebound for Luke Brown. He can't get the shot away. And Acapelli is hurt as he went crashing into the boards. Limping as the Solar Bears get it into the offensive end. And Vernon will make a blocker save. We'll watch Matheson Acapelli to see if he can come back as he went awkwardly into the boards after taking that shot. And hopefully he is going to be all right. Solar Bears now at center ice. Shackle will chip and chase. Connor Russell going after it as well. Solar Bears with it, bent around the wall for Shackle to the blue line for Chase Ruddy. Ruddy off the end boards. Boca tries to center. Doesn't get it there. Kelly Bent has it. Turns, fires. It is blocked by Harris. He lost his stick. Bent gets it right back. Into the corner. Picked off by the Icemen. Harris chips it ahead and out to the Orlando end. No icing as Ruddy gives chase after it. Craig Martin on the forecheck. Ruddy up the left side. Forced to just play it to center, but we have a penalty call on Jacksonville. A hooking call against the Icemen. I was curious if they were going to call it. The front official, remember there's two referees today. The front official did not have it called, but the back official did. And so it will be a power play for the Solar Bears.
Well, that's one of the advantages of the two official system, right? I mean, to be able to catch those types of things, you know, it is tough for I know people say, oh, why wasn't that a penalty when you have the one official? And sometimes they're just not watching it. They're watching the puck. It's something away from the play they're not going to catch. But that's where a situation where this two-man system and you have a four-man crew, they're able to catch those things. Unfortunately, it's not good for the Icemen here in this situation, but it is getting it right, and that's what's the most important thing. Now time for the Icemen penalty kill to start getting the job done here, continuing here. Their second opportunity. The first one was cut short.
Solar Bears into the offensive end. They're onside. Playing it below the goal line. Picked off by the Icemen. Derek Lodermeyer with some space. Finds a seam up the right side. He'll forehand it off the boards and out. Orlando on the power play. 25th in the league at 16.7%. Jacksonville's penalty kill down to 9th overall now. At one point it was number 1 in the league very briefly. Down to 9 now, though, at 80.4%. Icemen get another clear. A minute 13 to go on the power play for Orlando. It is Gaudette to the left for Fry. Over the blue line, onside Tyler Bird. Tries to skate around Brown. Plays it below the line for Lowe. Russell tries to get a piece of it. He cannot. Bird to the blue line for Bianca Batuka. Just got it away from Brown. Russell steps up, but Bird still has possession. 47 seconds left on the power play. Gosselin with a wrister. Gloved by Vernon. No rebound. And the Icemen should get an opportunity to change up all 4 skaters, and they will. Other scores around the league. The South Carolina Stingrays and Florida Everblades in their third game of a 3-game weekend series. 2-2 midway through the second period. So it looks like we're going to have final scores both for Greenville and for the Florida-South Carolina game before we are done here today.
And I wasn't certain, Arlen, are the Icemen, or excuse me, the Everblades and Stingrays playing 3 games with one another? Is one of those that makeup game that got?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I believe it is too. The makeup game where they had the ice issues at North Charleston. I think
it might be today's game, in fact.
I believe it is, yeah. I think this was kind of the add-on.
Which is maybe why they're a little ahead. Back to play here. Still a power play for the Solar Bears for 28 more seconds. Orlando with the puck. Fry at the right circle. Into the corner for Shackle. Up high, it's Gosselin. Wrist shot up high, goes over the bar. Catches glass. Gosselin gets it right back. Right circle for Fry. Again into the corner for Shackle. Centering pass is blocked by Panetta. Solar Bears get it right back. Gosselin with a drive. Save is made. Rebound swept away by Lodermeyer just before Bianca Patuka can get there. Out of the penalty box is Craig Martin. Teams are back at 5-on-5 as Van Wy trips a man up. And Jacksonville has possession in their own zone, at least trying to. Brendan Harris tips it away from one man, spins by another, knocks it free for Garrett Van Wy, and the Icemen break out of their zone. Van Wy with a 3-man rush. Over the blue line, the defenseman activates. Remember, he is a defenseman tonight. Last night a forward. You never know what you're going to get out of Garrett Van Wy, and you love the versatility that he provides. Brendan Harris for the Icemen. Ahead for Craig Martin by himself for the moment. Now picks up Nadeau in the rush. He'll stop at the blue line. Double teamed immediately, and the Solar Bears knock it free. Ryan Mashi. The allow behind the Jacksonville net. Indirect feed for Mazza. Slap shot and a screen. Save is made. Rebound into the corner is poked away by the Icemen. Craig Martin will skate with it to the red line. Nobody to set up a teammate for, and the Solar Bears are right back into the offensive end. It is Luchuk around the wall for Walker. Walker, the big 6'5" forward for Orlando. Tied up along the boards. 2-on-2 battle there. Panetta, a 3rd man high, waiting to see if the puck comes free. Harris is waiting also. It goes behind the Icemen net. Panetta collides with Bent. Third man in is Boca. And again, it's tied up into the corner. Not a whole lot going on right now. This is the third line for Orlando. They're just trying to kill some time.
Oh.
Bent with a butt end hit on Jacob Panetta. Either a butt end of the stick or the elbow. Either way, but he's going to the box. And it's going to be a power play for the Icemen. And Jacob Panetta did not like that one bit. And I think it took every ounce of him to not retaliate.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a kind of a cheap hit there. I mean, you're battling for the puck along the boards, and you just take your elbow and swing it back on the guy challenging you. I mean, there was nothing accidental about that one. If you're digging and you're trying to pull the puck out, but that would normally be a motion of both hands going up. But that was just one hand going back the other direction there. Kind of reckless there with the elbow, and a well-deserved penalty here for Bent. But that didn't seem to be. I know he was trying to get that puck, but that elbow came free off the stick. It didn't have the hand on the stick that time. And a well-deserved penalty here, and the Icemen will get another crack at it.
We'll take a quick break with the Icemen already leading 1-0. Looking for more. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. Power play for the Icemen. Comes to the blue line, just held in by Luke Brown. Chukarov for Acapelli. Acapelli into the bumper. D'Amigo got his shot blocked. Christopher Brown tries to keep it in with the help of D'Amigo. They do briefly. Cross-ice look, however, blocked by Orlando and skated out. It is Bird trying to go wide on Chukarov. Chukarov stands him up defensively. I've been much more impressed with Ivan Chukarov defensively lately. Seems like he has just almost never beaten a one-on-one battle.
Yeah, I know you're right about that. And I think he's been getting a lot of increased playing time, and I think it's really helped him a lot. He's really elevated. He's been fitting in to the systems here, and obviously here.
Score for Matheson Acapelli. It's a gun, a power play goal for number 19. Sharp angle shot, Halverson. I don't know how he didn't save it, to be honest, but somehow it went in between his arm and his body. Chukarov will get another assist on that goal also, and it's 2-0 Icemen.
Yeah, and if you look at that play, just going down low, and again, just getting it to the net. That one somehow, puck had eyes and was able to squeeze in. The Icemen have been on the receiving end of a couple of these this week, and it's good for them to get one here. But again, they worked the puck around, and they were able to get it done here on the power play. And you're right, it started with a good play by Chukarov, deep into his own zone on defensively. He brings it up ice. He's the one that slid it down the wing for the secondary assist and put home by Acapelli, who, by the way, good to see him back in there after taking that collision into the boards.
Here's Joe Massa.
A power play goal. Scoring his second goal of the game, 19th goal of the season. Number 19, Matheson Acapelli. Assisted by number 28, Ivan Chukarov, and number 9, Luke Brown. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 19 seconds.
So 19 on the year now for Matheson Acapelli, 2 in a row. Chukarov his second assist. Chris Brown assisted on the first power play goal. Luke Brown assisted on this second one. And the Icemen are playing, honestly, they're playing just as well as they did yesterday.
Yeah.
The only difference is the results. They're actually cashing in on a couple of chances. And the backstopping of Matt Vernon between the pipes, I think, has been a big difference today, too, and the opportunities that he's had against him.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point there. Again, I think the key here, though, Arlie, is just the Icemen winning special teams battles right now. You got a couple power play goals here in the game. They've got, they're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. I know one of them was shortened, but again, winning the special teams battle, that's something that was problematic for the Icemen in the previous 3 games this week. And right now, they're getting it done in that area, which makes them very strong because we know how good they are even strength.
And remember, this is against the #1 penalty kill in the entire ECHL in Orlando as well. The Icemen only had 4 power play goals against the Solar Bears all season long before today. And that's in 11 games worth, so they didn't have a whole lot going on against the Solar Bears. And understandably so. Orlando now in the offensive end. They get a centering feed away. It's deflected into the corner. Vernon got a piece of it along the way. Solar Bears with a bit of a pushback here. Gosselin at the right circle. Has space. Walks all alone. Goes behind the net. Thought he could have taken the shot. He didn't.
Yeah.
Icemen finally get the puck. It is Harris chipping it ahead for Fortunato. It starts a 3-on-2 for Jacksonville. Fortunato to the left for Logan Cockrell. Toe drag, and it's poked away by Gosselin. Well done defensively by number 20 in white for Orlando. Walker with a wrist shot. Man, he's got a rifle of a shot. But it goes wide of the net, and it comes off the glass for Jacksonville. They lose it. Orlando with a steal. Centering feed for Luchuk, and somehow he missed it. He was all alone in front of Vernon.
Yeah, could have been trouble for Jacksonville. Aaron Luchuk wide open, low slot, crease area. Yeah, that's not what you want to have happen there, but fortunately he was able to get a chance to make a play on that one because that puck went shooting past him.
Icemen with the puck behind their net. Garrett Cockrell for D'Amigo. He'll snap a forehand in deep. Luke Brown gives chase. D'Amigo comes after it as well. Christopher Brown helping out, gets it free for Garrett Cockrell. 360 around Mashi, takes him into the zone, centering pass is blocked, comes back to the blue line for Christopher Brown. Cross ice, good look, Garrett Cockrell, score! 3-0 Icemen! What vision from Christopher Brown, seeing Garrett Cockrell swing around to the back door on the opposite side, and Cockrell through a screen, puts it by Halverson, and the Icemen are turning it on right now in the middle of the second period.
Yeah, Garrett Cockrell getting to the slot. Not an area he spends a lot of time in, but just a good rotation there by Jacksonville to find him there and get it to him. Nice hesitation. He waited a little bit for the lane to open up, and then he finished it off with a good shot low. And the Icemen rolling here right now at the halfway point here of this game.
And this is more like Jacksonville Icemen hockey right now as we bring it back down to Joe Massa.
Iceman goal. Scoring his 5th goal of the season, number 18, Garrett Cockrell. Assisted by number 10, Christopher Brown. Time of goal, 9 minutes, 45 seconds.
Just the one assist to Christopher Brown. The Icemen up 3-0 and looking for more. Chris Grando into the offensive end. Lodermeyer lays the lumber on a man. Shot from the blue line is blocked. Comes back in front. Nadeau tracks it down at the right wing circle. Cycling it for Grando. Bianca Batuka tries to clear. Right in front of the Solar Bear net. Orlando does get it. They get it to center. No further than that. And the Icemen with a step up and a good steal on the play. Grando pokes it up the right side for Nadeau. Cross ice, it's Lodermeyer. Save made by Halverson. Rebound high in the air. Orlando bats at it with a high stick. We play on. Shot from Van Wy is blocked, and the Solar Bears clear it out. 3-0 Icemen. A pair of goals about 2.5 minutes apart from Matheson Acapelli and Garrett Cockrell has broke this wide open. Now it's Logan Cockrell. Backhander on net. Save made by Halverson as each Cockrell brother was trying to score in front of their parents today, and it very nearly happened. 8:58 to go in period number 2. It's all Icemen right now with a 3-0 advantage. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to FloHockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. FloHockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FloHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. The Icemen trying to snap a 3-game winless streak on the heels of a 14-game point streak And so far, so good for the Icemen, leading 3-0 just past the midway part of this game. Reese Harsh for Jacksonville in his own end, swings it around the wall. Solar Bears get there first, only to give it up to Jacob Panetta. Possible 2-on-1. Acapelli with it. He has Logan Cockrell. Logan Cockrell to the backhand, put it wide. And again, both Cockrells trying to score with their parents in attendance today. Panetta at the blue line is able to hold it in. Behind the net for Cockrell. Back up high, it is Panetta at the blue line for Brendan Harris. Panetta fakes the shot, feeds it for Harsh. He loses the handle, and Orlando comes away with it. 3-on-2 for the Solar Bears. Harsh breaks it up at center ice, however, sending Brendan Harris into the zone. Harris cuts to the backhand, now to the forehand. Shot towards net, goes just wide to the stick side. Loose behind the cage, and the Solar Bears have it. Gosselin with a long outlet pass. Redirected in by Aaron Luchuk. Orlando looks tired right now, and you can't blame him. Third game in 3 days, but of course the Icemen are also in 3 games in 3 days. They do not look tired at all. They look energized.
Yeah, and the thing about Orlando, they're missing 2 guys, Holscher, Dickinson, those guys. I really think they've been kind of overskating those top 2 lines a lot this week. They've been getting some extra ice time, and I think maybe you're starting to see a little bit of that fatigue here because they've been skating a lot in all these games.
Icemen with the puck in their own zone. Man goes down for Orlando. That sends the Icemen on the way. Possible numbers. D'Amigo over the line for Luke Brown. Brown waits for a trailer. He'll play it into the corner instead for D'Amigo. D'Amigo flipping it for Luke Brown. Pokes at it. Holds it in. Looking for D'Amigo. In front, it is Luke Brown for Chukarov. Back for Luke Brown. Goes to the backhand. Saved by Halverson. He just got a leg on it. What a beauty that would have been had that made its way over the line.
Yeah, Arlie, I love the creativity there by the Icemen on that opportunity. Too bad that one didn't finish off. That would have been fun to watch over and over. But, again, look at the spring and the step here of Jacksonville right now. You talk about 3 games in 3 days. And, and a lot of it I was talking about Orlando. I think they're playing their better players that are currently available a lot here. They're just really kind of rolling 2 lines as much as they can. Where the Icemen, though, they have that depth, right? And so they can come at you with 3 lines. And at one point, when they had a lot of forwards, so they were a little bit healthier at forward and didn't have the call-ups, they had 4 lines they could throw at you. But, again, I think it's really coming down where the depth is starting to show its head here, and Jacksonville's got the edge in that right now.
The Icemen could go, they're going 7 defensemen, so they have the depth on the blue line as well,
right.
With Garrett Van Wy serving as a defenseman today. Draws in the Orlando end. Icemen send out Derek Lodermeyer with Olivier Nadeau and Chris Grando. Van Wy on defense with Ivan Chukarov. Chukarov, a pair of assists today. He's played very well of late, not just today. Icemen win the draw. Lodermeyer near side wall for Nadeau in the corner. Lodermeyer gives chase behind the net. Puck is tied up. Penalty coming. I believe it's on Orlando again. There's the whistle. And then a shove from Ruddy on Grando. And is he going to go for the extra shove also? Sticks are up high. Kelly Bent is out on the ice for the Solar Bears. And the longer this game is out of reach for Orlando, and at 3-0, you could almost say right now that it's close to out of reach, the uglier this game might potentially become.
Yeah, it has that potential. I mean, these teams are a little tired of one another, but Ruddy just coming pretty obvious there, just ragdolled an Iceman player down with a little bit of a yank there, and then a cross-check as well. So, he was definitely looking for something there. And he's in the box for 2, and probably could have had 4 if they really wanted to be tight on it. Yeah, but a pretty easy call there for the officials here in this situation. Now we'll see if the Icemen can continue the success on the power play here.
Well, it's the best way to give them payback for all this is to just get another power play goal. It would be their 3rd of the game if they can connect. And the Icemen do win the draw. Chukarov walks the line to the right for Luke Brown, now Christopher Brown. D'Amigo, goal line extended, couldn't handle the pass. It's tied up into the corner. Luke Brown tries to dig it free. Orlando playing awful physical right now. Wouldn't surprise me if they get called for yet another penalty as the Icemen track it down. Still in the zone. Acapelli already with 2 goals today. Left circle, taps it into the corner. Jousting with Gaudette. Trying to play it to the blue line. Christopher Brown jams at it, cannot hold it in. He'll get it back at center for Chukarov. Chukarov drifting back into his own end. Still a minute 21 to go on the man advantage. Chukarov with some speed into the zone. To the right for Luke Brown. Drop pass for Christopher Brown. Chips it into the corner. Brown kicks it onto a stick. That's Luke Brown this time. Gives it up to Orlando. They play it out of the zone and clear. Vernon leaving the puck for Ivan Chukarov as the Icemen change up their power play unit. Still a strong-looking power play unit. Second unit looks just as good as the first. Brendan Harris now on the ice for Craig Martin. Another clean entry into the zone. Tapped for Nadeau. Around the wall. Grando gives chase. To the blue line for Fortunato. Fortunato back into the corner. They cycle it for Nadeau. Gets hit into the wall by Gosselin. Orlando clears out. Foot race for the puck. Vernon comes way out of his net to play it ahead. Big collision as well. Fry wants a penalty call. He's not going to get one as the Icemen are right back into the zone. It is Martin in the slot. Shot on net. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Where's it going to go? Jamming at it is Jacksonville. Halverson gets it, and he will cover it up. End-to-end action here on this power play as Vernon came way out of his crease to tap that puck away.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure Nick Luco held his breath on that one.
You're not kidding.
That one, I don't know. Again, you have to decide. You can't hesitate. And he did not hesitate, but I don't think he expected that puck to kind of slow down. He's like, oh, my gosh, I got to go a little further. But he was already committed.
He went a solid 40, 45 feet out.
He did. He covered a lot of ground right there. But again, you've got to make a commitment to it. He stuck with it, but that puck did slow down. I don't think he was expecting that. But either way, it worked out. He got a piece of it first, and the Iceman had some help back there for him as well.
Still 19 seconds to go on the penalty to Chase Ruddy for the Solar Bears. It's Jacksonville's 5th power play of the day already. And the Icemen win another draw. Acapelli back out onto the ice, and why not? He's got 2 power play goals already. Puck goes off the netting on a deflection. We'll drop the puck again with 12 seconds to go on the power play. Don't forget, next up for the Icemen, a pair of games in the middle of the week this week. Wednesday evening at the Florida Everblades. Their first trip there since Florida's home opener. Amazing.
Hard to believe, yeah. No kidding. So it'll be a big matchup there as well. Florida starting to play some pretty good hockey at the right time as well. And then the Icemen at Orlando on Thursday. They'll get to see these guys again.
That'll be a lot of fun. Teams are back at full strength, but Jacksonville still has the puck in the offensive zone. Acapelli looking for the hat trick. Save made by Halverson. He wound up and fired that one. He typically doesn't pull all the way back on a slap shot. Normally it's a snap shot.
Yeah.
Not this time. He wanted to power that one through Halverson. We'll take a break with 4:26 to go. 3-0 Icemen on top. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-BUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed. Jacksonville comfortably on top right now, 3-0. 4:26 to go in the second period. Icemen more than doubling the shot output of Orlando. 32 shots already for Jacksonville. Still 4:26 to go in the second period.
They've got to be climbing up the league ranks there for shots this week. Tons of them here for the Icemen all week long.
Nadeau tries to get a centering feed away. It was blocked, and the Solar Bears skate out with it. Gaudette, the defenseman, activates and leads the attack. Tries to flip it ahead. Walker gloves it down to his stick. Tapped away by Jacksonville. Walker gets it back, though, and plays it down low. Garrett Cockrell behind his net. Jams it up the right side. Nadeau for Martin. Safely backhanding it out of the zone. Again, we mentioned this yesterday. It's been few and far between when the Icemen are forced to just chip it off the glass and out. Here come the Icemen again, but it's going to be icing called. Harris was giving chase, but he couldn't get there. But going back to it again, so rare this weekend, at least today and yesterday, I don't want to speak for Friday, where the Icemen were forced to just chip it off the glass and clear it out of the zone. Very rare. They've been able to have clean exits out of their end more often than not this weekend.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, clean is the name of the game, and their breakouts, their entries have been all good here. Again, it's I feel like they deserve better this week, but
they have.
But again, it just hasn't worked out that way. I mean, there's so many other phases of the games that you also got to be efficient at. The Icemen weren't at their best on the special team side of things. They've kind of corrected that here today. Not kind of, they have.
They have.
Yeah.
2 power play goals today for Jacksonville against the top penalty kill in the league. Solar Bears with it in the neutral zone. It is Boca. Cross ice for Shackle, trying to go wide on D'Amigo. Cross ice looks deflected into the corner by Brown. Solar Bears tried to feed it to the blue line, but they didn't get enough on it. And instead, it sends Jacksonville away. Luke Brown for D'Amigo. D'Amigo left wing side. Colliding into the corner. D'Amigo gets it back. Chukarov pinches in, trying to keep it in. He does. It's behind the net. Orlando first to the puck. D'Amigo gets a piece of it and poke checks it away for Christopher Brown behind the net. All the way to the blue line. Chukarov with it. Back for Brown. One-timer. Blocker save is made. Brown knew that he had no time to waste there, so he just let it rip from 60 feet out. Icemen with it again. It is Harsh. Stretch pass onto the tape of D'Amigo. He's onside for Luke Brown. Shot is blocked by Gosselin. Brown gets it right back. Centering feed comes to the blue line for Connor Russell. Shot goes wide of the net. Solar Bears take it off the glass. They'll chip it away and out to neutral ice. 3-0 Jacksonville. 2:16 to go in the second period. Icemen back into the zone again, clearing it in. Gosselin first to it. And now it's the Icemen completing a line change. But Orlando just looks like they are completely out of gas right now. Bianca Batuka for Angeli. Angeli, who has a pair of goaltender interference penalties in the first period of this game. Icemen try to clear. They do not, but there's going to be a penalty. I think this is on the Solar Bears again. Hooking is going to be the call. And so Orlando not doing themselves any favors today either. But these are tired kind of penalties, going back to them looking exhausted.
Yeah. And then, Angeli's going to have his mail forwarded to that penalty box here today. He's his third trip here of the day. But he's not a guy that takes a lot of penalties, but he has it. But I agree. I think these are somewhat frustration. In this case, more fatigue. And again, that's what the Icemen can do to you here. Especially, they're just relentless in the offensive zone, and they come away and they come at you on the forecheck there as well. They force turnovers. They come right back at you with another wave and get more opportunities. It can be exhausting. And I'm telling you, if this team can pull it all together in a game, which they're doing so far here today, it's going to be tough to maintain. They are just so effective in a lot of it. And if they get all three phases of this kind of the hockey here going on the special teams as well, this team will be tough to beat.
Brendan Harris up front with Chris Grando and Olivier Nadeau. At the blue line, Craig Martin and Brandon Fortunato. Nadeau, seam pass, deflected away, comes towards the blue line. The Icemen do not hold it in. Bianca Batuka skates with it for Orlando, shorthanded, gives it up immediately. Here come the Icemen in transition. It's Nadeau, tapping it for Grando. Over the blue line and in deep. Solar Bears will be first to the puck. We'll see if they can clear it. Low for Bianca Batuka. He does get it out the length of the lake. Vernon leaving the puck for Brandon Fortunato. Still a minute and a half to go on this power play. Fortunato slowly out of his end for Martin up the right side. Poked away. It's Orlando on a shorthanded breakaway. Bird to the forehand. He lost the handle. It goes to the goal line and in. He lost the handle and it ended up going in because of it. Unreal.
Yeah, it just started bouncing there towards him. He got a piece of it. It was just kind of wobbling and fumbling around. And then just ended up across the goal line ever so softly. Tough break there for Vernon and Jacksonville. But, yeah, just lost it. It kind of just hopped on him there and got in somehow.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. But, again, we talked about it last night early. It's a game of hockey, right? You get some weird bounces, and those are some of the intangibles that the game brings, the unknowns that can change a game. And right now, that's a game changer at this point, potentially, because it gets Orlando on the board. They might get a little bit of a spark out of this here. Still a 2-goal lead for the Icemen. Continue to do what they're doing, they'll be fine. But it does give Orlando life.
And Tyler Bird is the one who gets the goal. Of course it would be Tyler Bird. He scores against the Icemen even when he doesn't shoot the puck.
Yeah, never even got the shot off.
Didn't even get the shot off.
He lost the handle on the puck, and then Vernon ended up losing the handle. Two guys did there in that exchange.
Icemen still on the power play, though. Orlando gets to the puck in their own zone. Here they come again shorthanded, this time with Fry. He will feed it in below the goal line. 24 seconds left in the period. 32 seconds left on the power play for the Icemen. Christopher Brown through the neutral zone. To the left for D'Amigo. D'Amigo double-teamed. Puck comes free as the Icemen take it into the zone. Down to 9 seconds left in the period. Jacksonville's got it. Chukarov to the right side for Brown. It jumps over his stick, and Orlando's going to tie the puck up in the corner and let time expire. 12 seconds left on the power play for the Icemen. So a little wind out of the sails on that goal from Tyler Bird. Shorthanded tally with just 1:02 remaining in the period. But all things considered, Reader, a 3-1 advantage, heavily outplaying Orlando again, and still a multi-goal lead as we head into the third. And, yeah, that was a tough one to swallow there, but it's just a blip on the radar screen. You got to get right back to it in the third and just keep doing the things that you've been doing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's really, I think Icemen will be fine. They continue to just play the way they've been playing. They've been controlling the pace. They've been dominating this game. Just that one little weird play. Again, add it to the resume of this week of wackiness and wacky goals that have been scored against Jacksonville this week. It's been incredible. That one's one of them, too. Just log it in the book here on what's been a very bizarre week in that regard. But I think if you're the Icemen, you have the 2-goal lead. The third period is your period traditionally this season when you look at the numbers. And it's something that I think the Icemen will hold in their favor here. But I feel still pretty good about this game. Just can't really let Orlando get that next goal and really have them feeling they got a chance here. Because I know they looked a little fatigued at times, but they'll find some energy. They can get another one.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad that goal happened in a 3-0 game. It ended up in a tie game or maybe leading by one, and it became a game-tying goal. Entirely different complexion to this game. As it is, Jacksonville still with a 2-goal cushion, looking awful good, but still work left to be done against a very plucky Orlando club this weekend, who's already knocked off the Icemen twice this weekend. Shots on goal in the second period. The Icemen had 15. They have a 2-period total of 33. Solar Bears got 7 shots on goal in the second period. They have a 2-period total of 16. On the scoreboard, again, it's 3-1 Jacksonville with the lead. Matheson Acapelli with a pair of power play goals. Garrett Cockrell also getting on the scoreboard for the Icemen. For Orlando, their only goal comes late in the second period, a shorthanded goal from Tyler Bird, his 10th of the year, and probably about 6 of them are against Jacksonville this year. We will take a break and return with your ECHL scoreboard look. It's 3-1 Jacksonville after 2 periods of play. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Kyle digs classic rock, especially the bands that end in Ols, Beat, Bang, and Eeg. But he also enjoys a little country too. And at Community First Credit Union, we get that. And we get you. We're here to help you live your best life by providing all the financial services you need, like free checking, low rates, and local decision making. So just be yourself. Crank up your favorite song no matter what anyone else thinks. And remember, Community First is in tune with you. Member NCUA.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Eagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman, rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to FloHockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. FloHockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flo Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flo Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow FloHockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming FloHockey events. FloHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit CommunityFirstIgloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier. Bellevue University, official higher education partner. BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dash, official mobile auction platform. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Fansays, official digital couponing platform. Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider. Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
We're between periods 2 and 3 in downtown Jacksonville. The Icemen with a 3-1 lead over the Orlando Solar Bears after 2 periods of play. Let's move to the ECHL scoreboard. Got quite a few games going on. 10 of them, in fact, in the league this afternoon. Most of them have started, although not all of them yet. All the games involving South Division teams have gotten underway. In fact, 6 of 7 South Division teams are in action right now, Reader. So this isn't the only one that matters. We're also doing some scoreboard watching today. And right now, we're going to take our attention to Atlanta, Georgia. Well, actually, it's going to be more Gwinnett County, but you get the idea. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits are tied with the Atlanta Gladiators 1-1. Third period just underway there. And the Icemen and everybody else in the South Division hoping for a Gladiator upset victory today.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So the Icemen can try to gain some ground if they can get the win here today on Greenville. If Greenville were to fall there in regulation, the Icemen had an opportunity this week. They had that game in hand on Friday in Orlando with Greenville off. That could have been an opportunity for the Icemen to catch up, but it kind of has gone the other way now with Greenville picking up a couple of wins. So, again, you're right, but that's the name of the game right now. Anyone that's playing Greenville, you're pretty much rooting for. You're moving forward if you're an Iceman fan, as you want to catch up as quickly as you can here and as close as you can. And Atlanta's hanging tough in this game, so great to see. They had a big game last night. They had their Atlanta Thrashers night.
That's right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they lost. They didn't even get a goal. That was so disappointing. But they had a big crowd there on hand. But looks like they, giving it Greenville all they can here today. We'll see how that one plays out.
They've been struggling to score for a good few weeks now. They've been struggling in general, for that matter, since about early part of November. The other game, another crucial one in the South Division, Florida Everblades for the 3rd straight day visiting South Carolina. Each team has won once in this 3-game series, both of them in regulation. Today, they are just about to start the 3rd period. Any moment now, it is a 2-2 game between Florida and South Carolina, the rubber match of that 3-game series. And, of course, the Icemen, anything but overtime is the best result there. The Icemen are going to be ahead of both of them regardless of how things go today. But you want to make sure that you can not have to gain ground, or as much ground on both teams. You want to make sure that at least one of them ends up with nothing today.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I think we joked during the break there, kind of looking at that score, and it was like, go regulation. That's what you want. Really, it's like, who do you want to win? I don't really know. I mean, both are so close in the standings with one another, but also within the Icemen's reach. So, it's just at this. You said you don't want both teams getting points today, one or the other, and we'll see how it plays out from there.
Savannah Ghost Pirates are the only team in the division that is not playing to this afternoon, but I do want to give them some plaudits because they just had a big 3-game weekend sweep at Rapid City, including a rout last night, 8-2 for Savannah. So they're continuing to play pretty good hockey right now. They've actually won 4 in a row overall, and even though they are not going to be a threat to be in the playoffs, good for the South Division. I suppose we always think that the South Division is the best division, and I actually happen to think that is an unbiased opinion. I think that teams outside the South would feel the exact same way, and the Savannah Ghost Pirates are just one more reason why. 3rd period has just gotten started in South Carolina, by the way. It is still 2-1 there, and look at this update from Atlanta. Gladiators have just taken the lead. Griffin Luce gets the goal about 3 minutes into the 3rd period. So if the Gladiators can hang on and survive there, man, would that be great news for the Icemen? They could potentially be within 3 points of first place if these 2 results stay for the remainder of the 3rd period. So we'll keep you updated on that during this 3rd period here. Other scores around the league. The Trois-Rivières Lions have a 4-2 lead at the Worcester Railers. That's after 2 periods of play. Also after 2 periods, the Allen Americans have a 3-2 lead at home over the Wichita Thunder. Allen wins 8-4 last night, by the way. We knew that Allen had 5 goals in the first period yesterday. They did coast to an 8-4 victory. The Wheeling Nailers have a 3-1 lead after 1 period of play against the Cincinnati Cyclones. Cincinnati, a rough year for them, at least by their standards, just 25-25. Unusual to see them not in the top 2 or 3 in the Central Division. Other scores just getting underway in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a Battle of Indiana between the Comets of Fort Wayne and the Indy Fuel. And the other 2 games have yet to start. That's the Tulsa Oilers hosting the Kansas City Mavericks, and the Toledo Walleye are at home against the Iowa Heartlanders. That game will be starting in about 20 minutes. We will take another break and return for the start of period number 3. The Icemen on top 3-1 over the Orlando Solar Bears. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Hey, if you're like most people listening to this station, you like singing to Taylor and rhyming with Tyler. You love The Weeknd and listening to him too. At Community First Credit Union, we get that. And we get you, which is why we're here to help you live your best life by providing all the financial services you need, like free checking, an easy app, and digital payments. So just be yourself. Sing along to your favorite songs and come to Community First. CommunityFirstFL.org. Member NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin.
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Crowd is all lathered up. We're ready to go for the third period. The Icemen will start the third on a power play, but only for 12 more seconds. They've had 6 power plays today, converting on 2 of them. And that has been a big difference today as opposed to the other 3 games this week when special teams was a difference in all of those other games too, just on the negative side of things for the Icemen. Today, they finally flipped the script, and they have a 3-1 advantage. Still 20 minutes left to finish this one off. I do want to go to the scoreboard real quick, by the way.
Yeah.
I missed the game. The Kalamazoo Wings are leading the Newfoundland Growlers. Everybody wanted to know this, so I wanted to make sure I delivered it. Kalamazoo leading 5-3, just a minute left in the game. In Newfoundland. Lucky Kalamazoo, they get a 3-game trip in Newfoundland in March. Congratulations to you. We are underway in the third period.
Eloquently put there.
Thank you. I do my best. Trained professionals here. Icemen with the puck in the offensive end. At the blue line, it is Van Wy. His teams are back at full strength. Icemen have the puck, though. Logan Cockrell deflected just wide of the net. Nearly went off an Orlando player right into the back of the cage. It comes off the apron in front. Icemen try to get to it. Harris gets bumped off the play. Nicely done by Jocks to keep him away from the puck. But Jacksonville still with possession. Logan Cockrell stick handles away from one man. He'll reverse it all the way to the near side for Van Wy. Van Wy tried reversing again, but there's nobody there except the Solar Bears. Long outlet pass goes by everybody, and it will be icing. So more of the same for Jacksonville, continuing with the pressure offensively. With the lead, I do not expect that to change at all in this third period, Reader. I think Jacksonville's just going to keep their foot on the gas pedal and carry their way, hopefully, to victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they got to continue to do. I mean, why not? It's brought you success from the standpoint of control and pace to the game. That's what they have right now. It's what they need to do here in this third period of play. You got a 3-1 lead, but I think the Icemen are at their best when they are at full attack mode and pressuring like that. They're doing the job on the special team side, which was the problem, really the only problem they've been having this week. So I think more at it right here. Just keep going.
Here's Luke Brown with an opportunity just wide. Maybe Halverson got a piece of it as well. I think Halverson did get a piece of it because it ended up out of play. So the draw comes back into the Orlando end. Icemen out shooting the Solar Bears 33-16. Christopher Brown, Luke Brown, and Jerry D'Amigo. The forward line for the Icemen. Solar Bears win the draw. Technically on the line chart, this is listed as the third line for Jacksonville. I know it's interchangeable parts, but the fact that you can even consider putting them there, again, just speaks to the depth that the Icemen have. Solar Bears with possession at their own line. Biaka Batuka, rink wide for Lowe. He is onside. He'll flip it into the corner. Luchuk towards the blue line. The Icemen pick it off and chip it out. Might be icing if it reaches the goal line. It's gonna. So we'll bring it back into the Icemen zone with 18:23 on the clock. Icemen not at home again after this one until, I believe, March the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. A 5-game homestand will begin with that game on the 15th. Hosting the Florida Everblades for the final time this regular season. And I do say regular season, you just never know around now.
Yeah, and that's here in ViStar.
Yes.
Icemen, I think, have 4, maybe 5, 4 more games to play against the Everblades in Estero.
Including this upcoming Wednesday. Puck goes out of play. Look out. It ends up in the crowd about 3 rows back. You just talked about Atlanta Thrasher night. There's an Atlanta Thrasher jersey right where that puck went.
Wow, you're right.
Young lady wearing a Thrasher jersey there. Don't see those too often.
Yeah, you don't. Unless you were in Atlanta last night.
Right.
The old Thrashers.
How about that? Little known fact, I actually do possess an Atlanta Thrashers jersey in my own house.
Oh, very nice.
Very interesting. Back in the old days of the Macon Whoopie when we would travel up there every now and again. Ah, the old days, Reader.
Ah, yes. Reminisce.
Puck in the Solar Bear end. Orlando has it. It is Trent Shackle. Spins away from the dough, tries to dislodge him from the puck. Stepping in is Chris Grando to try and create the turnover. Solar Bears stick with it. Shackle feeds it ahead for Boca. Luke Boca will chip and chase. Kelly Bent moving in there as well. He's first to the puck. I've been impressed with Kelly Bent actually this weekend as the puck deflects in on Vernon. Makes the save. It goes into the corner. Orlando tries to center again. It goes all the way to the blue line. Chase Ruddy will backhand it down low. Foot race for the puck. Chris Grando first to it. Off the end boards for Fortunato. Chips it ahead. Nadeau for Grando. He'll drive it in. Just wide of the net. Halverson tried to play it with his stick out to his side. If that was about 3 more inches to the left, I think it might have gone in the net.
I don't know if he wasn't expecting that shot. I don't believe he was, because it was such a casual play, but he had to react in some way. But you're right, that was inside a little bit more. It could have been a bad thing.
Cockrell with speed, forehand on net, save is made. He gets it right back. Flying it all the way to the blue line is Logan Cockrell. Around the world here is Cockrell. Comes back into the left wing corner. Drops it there for Acapelli. Back behind the net trying to get to Cockrell. It was tipped by Orlando. Chipped up the wall. It's not out yet, but Orlando still has possession. Gaudette trying to step away from Matheson Acapelli. Acapelli right there with him, but Gaudette with a strong play to break the puck out of the zone. He goes behind the Jacksonville net. Jacob Panetta slides it up the right side for Luke Brown. Cross ice. It's fed in by Reese Harsh. Luke Brown will be first to the puck, but he's 1-on-5. Gets a shot away from a sharp angle. It's steered aside by Halverson, and Jax will get it out. Nothing more than that. Ivan Chukarov up the right side for Van Wy. It's deflected by the Solar Bears. Orlando has it. Down to 15:55 to go in the third period. Icemen on top 3-1. Orlando plays it into the zone. Van Wy and Bird gives chase. Van Wy flips it around to the far side. D'Amigo drops it back. They send it ahead. Luke Brown finds an open Garrett Van Wy. Indirect feed looking for Brown. Gets it over the blue line. They are onside. Comes to a shot on it. And a glove save by Halverson as Luke Brown let one rip on a one-timer. Low to the glove side, and Halverson had to be strong to keep that one out.
He did. That's a good shot, hard with velocity, low. Could be a little tough, but he was strong, and he made the save there. Halverson has played well here against the Icemen. I know he's got allowed 3 goals, but he's got 34 saves here in this game, and he's had some good games against Jacksonville. He's been tough to beat all season long. So the Icemen, again, 2 of their goals here tonight on the power play. So, even strength, as good as the Icemen have been, they've been only able to beat Halverson one time.
Icemen win the faceoff. Great give and go. Panetta gets the shot on. Saved by Halverson again. Icemen are up to 37 shots, now 38 shots with 15 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, unbelievable. Again, it's just lots of shots. They had 39 last night. I want to say 33 on Friday, but they definitely had the 53 on Wednesday.
I was wondering if 53 was a franchise record, not just a season record for the Icemen. I have no idea, but it did make me think about it for sure. Orlando now in the offensive end. It is Luchuk, snapshot, pad save by Vernon with the right leg. Vernon sporting a new set of pads, by the way, for the game today. All white look for Matt Vernon, looking pretty sharp. As the Icemen try to play it out, they do not. Orlando backhands it in, high off glass. It stays in play. Luchuk cycles it into the corner for Lowe. Luchuk gets it back. This is Orlando's top line. Bird with a sharp angle shot. It goes right through the blue paint. Comes all the way to the blue line. Gaudette holds the zone. Back behind the net. Kicked ahead to the line for Gaudette. Another bomb that goes wide. Biaka Batuka overskates. It goes to the Icemen. 2-on-2 right now. Grando with Martin. Grando looks for the drop pass. Kicked away by Orlando at the line, over the line. It's going to be a delayed offside. So Grando, knowing that, elected not to touch the puck, will play on. Now the Icemen look for another steal. Nadeau in a collision with Biaka Batuka. Nadeau is the one who goes down as Orlando skates into the offensive end. Nadeau on the back check, well done defensively as the Icemen play it into the corner. And then Logan Cockrell will chip it ahead and out. Kurt Gosselin gives chase for the Solar Bears, down to 14 minutes flat in the third period. 3-1 Icemen on top, looking for their first victory of this week after going 0-2-1 in the previous 3 games. Solar Bears in the offensive end, a little bit of a push from them, although most everything has been kept away from Matt Vernon. There's been a lot of work along the perimeter. Orlando has 2 shots on net. Actually, check that. Yeah, 2 shots on net in this third period. Gosselin for the Solar Bears. Through center ice. Skates to the blue line, then backhands in. Brandon Fortunato is first to the puck. for Luke Brown. Cross ice look, nobody home as D'Amigo is slow to get up behind the net. The Icemen have had a few situations this weekend where they've had guys banged up and slow to get up. They have always returned, and D'Amigo, in fact, stays on the ice right now. Christopher Brown avoids a huge hit from Trent Shackle. Took a piece of it, but it could have been much worse. Icemen get it behind the Orlando net. Centering pass, kicked wide of the net. Might not have counted even if it went in the net as the Solar Bears get possession, but they give it right back up. Brown holds it in briefly. Solar Bears get it back. They might have a 3-on-2 if they recognize it. Right side, it is Boca. He didn't recognize it. Shackle from a sharp angle. It goes off the side of the net. Loose in the crease, and the Icemen pull it away, and they'll flip it off the wall and out. This is going to be icing, assuming Orlando gets there first, and they do. 12:39 to go in the third period. Still 3-1. The Icemen are on top. No scoring updates from either Atlanta or South Carolina. Gladiators still in the lead. 2-1 over Greenville. Just 7 minutes to go in the game now. That's the only update, is that some time has elapsed. It is still 2-2 between South Carolina and Florida. 10 minutes to go in that game. So the Icemen rooting for someone to score and nobody else. Just one team to score once. That's it. Puck is in the Jacksonville end. Tied up in the corner. Biaka Batuka comes away with it. Gets a shot away. Kicked aside by Vernon. Goes behind the net. Ivan Chukarov chips it up the wall. Gaudette tangles with Grando. Comes free, and it comes for the Solar Bears. Vernon makes a save up high with the shoulder. Man goes down for the Icemen as Brown tries to clear. Bounces ahead for Grando. Can't get it out yet. Some pressure here from the Solar Bears. Haven't had much of that this weekend. Despite their victory yesterday, they really didn't have a whole lot of offensive pressure. They just scored goals, which sounds weird, but that's really how it went. As the puck goes off the glass and out of play, we will have a stoppage and we will go to break. 11:54 to go in the third period. Icemen still on top, 3-1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit CommunityFirstIgloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo.
Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you in a 3-1 lead for the Icemen. 11:54 to go. Trying to salvage the third and final game of this 3-game weekend set with the Solar Bears and get back in the win column. And I think it's critical for the Icemen to do that, knowing that they can try and reset the batteries a little bit going into this upcoming week of games. A pair of them on Wednesday in Florida and then Thursday back in Orlando. You want to start feeling good about things again. You don't want to have a few more days off, on a winless streak. You want to get right back at it, and I think this is a game that Nick Luco and the guys can feel like they really got things back the way that they wanted to. Icemen hockey once again back on display this afternoon.
Yeah, it was. They kind of, they look like themselves, and it just kind of feels like they're doing it. And Orlando's really never got anything sustained in this game.
Kurt Gosselin made a great defensive play on what could have been a breakaway for Matheson Acapelli. Logan Cockrell was trying to set him up. Acapelli, remember, already has 2 goals today. Icemen up the right side. It is Logan Cockrell again by himself, waiting for help. He'll button hook and trail it for Acapelli. Takes the shot. Blocker saved by Halverson. Acapelli got all of it, but he was denied by Halverson with the blocker. Solar Bears get it back. Fry in the neutral zone. One more goal, you got to think, for Jacksonville would most likely put this one away. Solar Bears with it, though, in the offensive end. It is Gaudette, pulls the string, gets a shot on net. Save is made. Vernon, did he get it with the paddle of his stick on that on the second attempt? I'd love to see a replay of that as Vernon now snatches one up from distance and takes the face-off. The first save was from distance in a screen, but the rebound came right out to the top of the crease And I'm not sure, but I wonder if Vernon got it with the paddle of his stick.
I think he did, Arlie. Yeah, just looking at it quickly here on the replay there, but it does look like he got the paddle down on that side of the post.
It was a wide open net for the Orlando player right on the doorstep. And either Vernon got it with the paddle of his stick, maybe it went off the apron of the net, I'm not sure. Happened so quickly. If it was a save, man, thing of beauty. I'd love to see an overhead shot of that.
It should be coming up here on our little monitor.
Meanwhile, Jacksonville wins the faceoff in their own zone, but it's deflected right out in front of Vernon dangerously. It ends up getting swept into the corner. Orlando still with some pressure here.
Yeah,
Biaka Batuka with a wrister. It goes well wide. Went off the toe of his stick. Solar Bears with a wraparound attempt. Saved by Vernon. Rebound is loose. Still tied up, and the Icemen are able to trickle it over the line and out. Kelly Bent and Connor Russell exchanging some words as Orlando is getting their best pressure of the day right now. Jacksonville still on top by a pair with 10 minutes to go. It is D'Amigo. Cannot set up Luke Brown. D'Amigo gets it back. Bent and D'Amigo exchange a couple of shoves right at the Jacksonville bench. Bent claiming that he got hit in the face. Maybe he did, but he was no saint there either.
He's getting a little bit of a Bronx cheer there. I think the fans read that one, and they were kind of seeing he was trying to sell that one, which he was trying to sell a few things earlier. It's a good thing he plays hockey. He's not much of a salesman.
Yes.
I'll tell you, he plays that role so well. He's physical, and he can contribute offensively. He's got some goals. He had that chance a moment ago. I really like his game. I kind of dig it a little bit here, even though he's kind of been a little bit of a menace this week against the Icemen.
Stoppage in play as Halverson makes another save. The Icemen, I believe, up to 40 shots on goal now. We'll take a break with 9:38 to go in the third period. Jacksonville still on top, 3-1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to FloHockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. FloHockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow FloHockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming FloHockey events. FloHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Icemen still have 9 minutes and 38 seconds left to polish off this game, leading 3-1. Quick update on the scoreboard, reader. Good news, bad news. The bad news is Greenville has tied up Atlanta. It's now 2-2. Just 4 minutes left in that game. Good news is South Carolina has taken the lead over over Florida rather. 3-2. Stingrays on top. 5.5 minutes left in that game. Icemen with it in their own zone, trying to clear it around the wall. They get it free for Craig Martin. He'll skate with it to the red line. Good backhand flip to the left for Harris. Beats a man wide. He puts one over the crossbar. Nadeau tracks it down in the corner. Looking for Harris. He's double teamed. Orlando gets it free. They'll play it off the wall right back to center ice. Jacksonville with possession. It is Martin dropping it back for Garrett Cockrell. He has one of the goals tonight for Jacksonville. Today, I should say, in these day games. Matheson Acapelli has the other two. Here come the Icemen. Possible 2-on-1 in deep. It is Harris. Power move. Save is made. Rebound is covered. And Harris now is the one who is down behind the play as he got drilled after he took the shot.
Yeah, he went hard and part of his body made contact there of the post of the net there. So those are always dangerous play. He was cutting hard from a tough angle, got bumped, and then his body got knocked into the post there. He's back up, but yeah, that's I can't imagine that felt too good.
No, certainly not. He is back up on his feet. It's been a rough physical week for the Icemen. Kind of weekend that just gives you a bunch of bumps and bruises, and that's no different there. Looked like Harris maybe got a knee to the head as he went down from an Orlando player. Unsuspecting, that's not the fault of Orlando. It was just a hockey play. Grando wins the faceoff to himself, centering feed, trying to bat at it as Lodermeyer from out of midair tried to bunt it into the net. Could not get it. Solar Bears play it out. Alex Fry going around Van Wy. Penalty coming. This is on Jacksonville. Van Wy's going to the box for a slash, I believe. And it will be a power play for the Solar Bears. 8:29 to go. And the Icemen, as I have said at the start of this third period, there is still work left to be done to finish this one off.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be a good penalty kill here right now. Again, a lot of time left here for Orlando. Orlando's not lying down here. They're continuing to push here, and they're going to get a chance on the power play. Their power play hasn't been unsuccessful today, but it has had success this week against Jacksonville. So they've been able to get 3 goals here against the Icemen on Friday and Saturday. So big penalty kill right here for the Icemen. Again, you don't want to make this a 1-goal game here, so we'll see how this plays out and what Jacksonville's got.
This has been Orlando's best period of the day as well, already with 8 shots on net in this period. 8 minutes to go, 8 minutes and change. Solar Bears with the puck. It is Angeli, top of the blue line, to the left for Gaudette. Snapshot is saved by Vernon. Rebound into the corner. Pineda is double-teamed, trying to kill some time and pin it up against the wall. It slides to the blue line. Gaudette has control. Angeli, cross-ice look, bounces to Jocks. He'll hold it at the line. Wrister in a screen, whistles wide. He comes for Angeli at the near side half wall. Nobody home on his pass. It went between Gaudette and Jocks. I think Gaudette thought that it was intended for somebody else, so he let it go. Solar Bears get it right back into the zone, however. It is Angeli at the left point. Gaudette with a one-timer. Deflects over the crossbar. Nearly came off the glass right back in front. I think it hit the top of the net and stayed behind the net. Icemen finally get control and clear it out.
Yeah, that's how Orlando got a goal earlier this week. Similar situation. This one, though, at the Kia Center. But this one, though, just hit the back part of the net. But could have been trouble had it skipped along the top part there. It would have been a scramble in front if that had happened.
Solar Bears right back into the offensive end. And the Icemen clear it right back out. 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Solar Bears. They're 0 for 2 with the man advantage today. This is their 3rd chance. Gosselin to the left for Fry. Over the blue line, Bird. Onside redirection and a save by Vernon. That might have been his best of the day. Made it look easy. I think it was anything but as Shackle redirected it on net.
Yeah, it's a good save here. He's been very good here today, seeing everything pretty well. Aside that one little wild bounce, that was it. But aside that, he has been very good. Good control. And that one right there into the glove. That would look almost 2 on that. The redirect there kind of bounced off the ice up into the glove and kind of looked there from the overhead. But either way, good adjustment, good save.
Face off to the left of Vernon. Icemen looking for one more clear. Comes to the blue line. Solar Bears hold it in. They have 19 seconds left on the power play. It is Fry at the right circle for Shackle down low. Up high it is Gosselin. Shot on net. Pad save is made. Rebound to the line. Not out yet. Gosselin with it. Steps around Grando. Tries to center. Chukarov got a piece of it. It's behind the net. Shackle with it. Orlando still with possession. Biakabatuka, a one-timer. What a save by Vernon with the pad, flashing out the right skate. Teams are back at full strength, but Orlando a full-on assault on the Jacksonville net right now. Icemen need a clear. They get it out to center ice. And now we've got Shackle going after Connor Russell. The two of them joust, and we'll see if they drop the gloves. Shackle has dropped the gloves. I don't think Russell has just yet. Right now it's just a wrestling match right by backup goaltender Joe Murdaka for the Icemen. Now Russell tries to jam at Shackle from behind. We should have multiple penalties here. I assume even penalties, but you know what you get for assuming, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it got tangled up there behind the play. It all started in front of the net. There was a kind of a cross-check there by Shackle on Russell, and then they went back into the corner. Russell chased him down. They kind of looked at each other, and then I think they exchanged a couple slashes there as well. And then Russell leading with a little bit of a punch there to get things started from that standpoint. I think the best thing to do is just even it out. It's just two guys kind of going at one another there. They never really could get loose, but I think the even strength situation is what is warranted in this situation. Let them sit and cool their jets.
6:14 to go in the game. The Icemen survive a Orlando power play just moments ago. That was a crucial part of the game. It was Orlando's best power play look of the afternoon, but the Icemen were able to fend them off. Solar Bears back into the offensive end. Team skate 5-on-5 right now, so I guess they're going to call it a full 5-minute major for each. And the Icemen back into the offensive end. Halverson makes a save on Brendan Harris on the backhanded redirect. And just to correct on the penalties, it's not matching fighting majors, it's matching double minors. So that's why it stays 5-on-5. We have a stoppage with 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville still on top 3-1 over the Orlando Solar Bears. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey, presented by Universal Roof and Contracting.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
It's a 3-1 advantage for the Jacksonville Icemen. 5 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the game. Quick update in Atlanta. The Gladiators and Swamp Rabbits are headed to overtime. It is 2-2, so Greenville has at least 1 point, but not necessarily two. We'll see if Atlanta can pull off the win either in overtime or a shootout. And if Greenville does not get the win, that would be 1 point that you would expect them to have that they may not get. So take the points wherever you can get them. Also, they're in the final minute now in South Carolina. Stingrays still have a 3-2 lead. Florida gunning for the equalizer in the final minute. We'll see if they get there. We'll give you an update. Meanwhile, Jacksonville back in the offensive end. Craig Martin with a centering pass, redirect right to Halverson. He was up against the short side post to keep it out of the net, and the Solar Bears will clear it. It is Luchuk right up the middle for Biaka Batuka. He is onside, going wide on Harsh. Tries to center it, goes off the side of the net. Solar Bears play it to the blue line, but there was nobody home. Comes all the way back into the Orlando end. Gosselin nearly lost it to Nadeau. He was fortunate to get it right back. Into the zone, Gosselin beats a man, gets a backhander away. Save made by Vernon, and he will cover it up. And Matt Vernon really becoming a bit of a story here in this third period. I believe that's 12 shots now for the Solar Bears, 13 now, including that one in this period alone.
Yeah.
Matt Vernon has been excellent.
Yeah, and Orlando, I mean, they didn't, again, they're not just taking it. They're like, well, that's it. I mean, they've been fighting this whole period. It's been their best period of the game, and they're getting some opportunities here. But Vernon has been there for Jacksonville, so give credit where credit's due. So both teams here fighting this one down to the end here, and Jacksonville with a good first two periods. Good that they did, because I think Orlando's kind of gotten the better of the opportunities so far in this period.
Solar Bears win the draw. They don't do much with it. Lodermeyer chips it off glass. Kicked ahead by Orlando. Taken back by the Icemen. Logan Cockrell into the offensive zone. Spins around Mazza, who we have not seen much of today. I've barely called his name today, but he is out on the ice right now. Puck goes into the neutral zone. Jacksonville with it. They'll chip it up the right side. Cockrell gives chase against Gaudette. Gaudette beats him by half a stride, and it's played out to the red line.
Really been impressed with Gaudette here and his development here again. We were chatting before he came, just finding he's only 20 years old. That's incredible. Very promising young prospect there for the St. Louis Blues organization, and he's definitely playing his best hockey so far since he's been here. At least last night he did.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Promising youngster. Angeli into the zone offensively for Orlando. Seam pass looking for Ryan Mashi. Goes behind the net with it. 4:03 to go in the game. Icemen get the steal in their own zone. It is D'Amigo for some open space to Jacob Panetta. He'll backhand it safely off the wall and out. Icemen don't have to do anything fancy right now with a 2-goal lead. Solar Bears with possession inside their own line. It's Biaka Batuka to the left for Gaudette. He deflects into the zone. Icemen are first on the puck. Panetta jams it around the wall, goes over the blue line and out. Mazza will wrist it right back in. A delayed offside is waved off as Orlando clears the zone. Garrett Cockrell behind his net. Off glass and out to center. Orlando touches up. And a hit by Kelly Bent after the whistle on D'Amigo, and then shoves him again after that. And then Chase Ruddy puts his arm around Luke Brown. Or excuse me, that's Braden Lowe who does that. Don't think we're going to have any penalties coming from this. So Bent's going to get away with that one. Quick update on the scores. Greenville has won in overtime. J.D. Greenway, the game winner in overtime, 3-2 final. So the Icemen will not gain any ground on the Swamp Rabbits. It has gone final in Charleston. The Stingrays survive and win in regulation. 3-2 your final score. So Florida loses in regulation today. South Carolina wins. That means if this result holds here with the Icemen, Orlando will stay just 1 point behind Florida for fourth place in the standings.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be starting to tighten back up again here in the South, but it's going to be a race. And Arlie, we were talking about all season long. I mean, there's going to be there's five good teams vying for the 4 spots, and there's going to be one really good team that's not going to make it. And it's too bad, but we talked about the competitive nature of the South. That's the way it's going to be.
Orlando clears in. Matt Vernon first to the puck. Fortunato up the wall, redirected towards the line, but not out yet. Vernon will cover it up. He thought about playing it for Harsh, but he lets it go, and now we'll see if Brandon Halverson heads to the bench right now with 2:55 to go in the game and an offensive zone faceoff. He's on the ice for now, but he's at about the top of the circles in his own end.
A timeout has been called as Coach Matt Cartner wants to talk things over.
Which tells me that Halverson's going to come out right now. You wouldn't call the timeout now, otherwise I don't believe you would anyway.
Yeah, that's you wouldn't call it now. I think now's the time to do it. 3 minutes left. You're down by 2, and I think why not? This is the time to do it. Time's really your biggest enemy here. And of course, as we learned last night, you can score 3 goals in about a 3-minute span.
Yes, you can.
The Icemen did it last night.
Good point by you. There are only 3 goals last night. We're all in the final 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Jacksonville talking things up defensively right now. They don't have the whiteboard out or anything like that, but Nick Luco is barking out instructions for the 5 guys that are standing on the ice in front of the bench. And let's set the scene for you. The Icemen will have Derek Lodermeyer at center, along with Logan Cockrell and Craig Martin. How about the faith shown in Garrett Van Wy right now, protecting a lead in the closing minutes, and they send him out on defense right now?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, listen, his production and his overall play was increased when he was playing D during those 14, 15 games, or 16 games, I think it was. But if they had to move him back up to forward, he wasn't quite as productive. And I think this was the right move to get him back there, even though you had to go with 7D here today. I like it. He brings those intangibles, especially with the empty net. He's had some empty netters as well. He has that forward mentality. He's had some long-range shots down the ice, so they know that he can kind of rainbow those in. We'll see if that happens here with the net empty to the right.
Orlando will have Braden Lowe on the dot against Derek Lodermeyer. Icemen have been very good on the draws today, and they do it again. They clear the zone. It's going to be icing. It goes wide of the net, but Jacksonville's first to the puck, so icing is waved off. Martin to the empty net. He puts it home, and it's 4-1 Jacksonville.
Great hustle there by Logan Cockrell. I mean, if there's one guy that was going to win that foot race back on that long shot attempt that was going to go wide, you said it would have been icing if they didn't get there. It's Logan Cockrell. I mean, he just raced into the zone full steam. There was no chance for an icing there because of it. Then he finds it to a guy that's got the most goals in Iceman history, Craig Martin. Why not feed it to him? He'll tack on another one here, and the Icemen have sealed this one here for all practical purposes.
And the Icemen are going to come away salvaging this one game out of the 3-game series against Orlando, but right back in the win column again after what's been a bizarre week, to say the least. But all is right in Iceman Nation again.
One thing I didn't mean to interrupt you here, but one thing I've noticed here is they're trying to get Chase Ruddy on the ice. Watch this. As soon as they drop the puck, I think Angeli's going to step off so Ruddy can come on. You've got Ruddy out there with the big guy there as well. So you got some heavy bodies out here on the ice right now. Massey's out there as well. So I don't know if Orlando wants to kind of finish things with a little physical note. We'll see. But they got some heavy guys out there.
Yeah, they're trying to double team a hit on Shukarov. The Icemen send out Matheson Acapelli with 2 goals already today, maybe trying to catch Orlando. That's a team that's more concerned about playing physical than playing hockey right now. 4-1 Icemen. Here come the Solar Bears into the offensive zone, but it will be icing called against Orlando. So we'll bring it back into the Solar Bear end. Just 2:09 to go in the game. That goal from Martin, his 15th of the year. Logan Cockrell and Garrett Van Wy assist. I wonder if that was a set play defensively for Jacksonville, that if you win the draw, I think it might have been coached. If the Icemen win the draw, Logan Cockrell make a beeline for the offensive end, ice the puck because you know that Cockrell's going to be first to the puck.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was. I really do think that was the case. And again, Van Wy, he's had a couple chances on those empty net situations, launching them down the ice. So that was one of them.
And Van Wy was the one who did that clear as well. And he didn't miss the net by too much himself either. Just a couple of feet away as the Solar Bears chip it into the Jacksonville end. Jacksonville up to 45 shots on net this afternoon. Cockrell off the wall to center for Derek Lodermeyer. He'll chip it in. Orlando again trying to play the body. Mazza first to the puck around the boards. Cockrell will just come back and stay defensively. No reason to pinch and try and do something offensively right now with just 90 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, Ruddy's running around a little bit right now. He's trying to finish every check and shove every Iceman player into the boards if he gets near him. And he's kind of running around just for a moment.
Iceman into the offensive end. Logan Cockrell. High slot to the left side for Fortunato. Rister on net. 46 shots now for Jacksonville. Halverson hangs on and makes the save with 1:10 to go. Reader, what are you going to do with yourself after Thursday night's game when the Icemen face the Orlando Solar Bears? 8 days between games. It's like a second All-Star break for the Icemen players, but for you as well. I mean, it's a great time of year to kind of reset things and recharge. And 8 days away, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good for the guys, too, here, especially coming down the stretch here, right? Late in the year, March and April, and then, hopefully down into the postseason. So it's going to be great. A rare Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Man alive, what's going on? So I'll figure something out. Take suggestions here if you're on the Mixler app. But, it should be fun. It's going to be good for the players, too, just to have that. Of course, they'll be practicing during that time. Something happening now.
Yeah, with Luke Boca and Luke Brown.
Didn't catch that. I just heard a reaction from the fans, and it was behind the play.
Boca's the only one going into the box. He's either a slash or a high stick.
Now Gosselin's got some words for someone on the Iceman bench.
Yeah, it's just going to set the tone for Thursday when these two teams square off again. This is the last time that Orlando is in this building in the regular season.
Yeah.
But there are still 2 more games for the Icemen in Orlando.
Yeah, they're going to toss Gosselin. He's out. They're sending him down the tunnel. He said enough. The referee pointed up, and now they're trying to say, get out of here. You got to go. You got to go. But he's standing on the bench still. But it looked like they're still pointing at him to go. Like, you can't stand there. When you get tossed, you got to leave the bench. And he finally does. One thing that has happened, and I do like it, is I do like that the intensity is building between these two teams.
Me too.
It's been very quiet for years, and I like that something's developing here between these two teams. They're so close in proximity. They play a lot. Hey, why not? So, it's been interesting to see it develop.
Orlando clears the zone. Icemen will finish this game on a power play. Less than 30 seconds to go. Icemen will come away with the victory. It's just a matter of the final score. Ivan Chukarov behind his own net in no rush to carry up the left side. Matt Vernon saving 29 of 30 shots today. Icemen with one last rush. Goes to D'Amigo behind the Orlando net. Tries to center it. Deflects to Luke Brown. 8 seconds to go in the game. Luke Brown behind the net for Christopher Brown. Tries to center one more time. Moves it for Acapelli. Score! A hat trick as time expires. And I think it's going to count. They might go to replay, possibly. Wow. But I think it's going to be a hat trick at the gun.
Wow. Man, he goes down the handshake line. Another bullet from Addison Acapelli. Goal number 20 on the year, I believe now. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow. and he does it with an exclamation point. Hats are raining down right now, and it goes in. And the Orlando Solar Bears, they don't like it. They're trying to protest it. They're saying it's a goal.
It's a goal, and that will do it. It's the third power play goal for Matheson Acapelli also. All three of his goals today on the power play. And the Icemen are going to end up winning this one 5-1 as hats continue to rain down on the ice.
Yeah, I just watched it on the replay we have in front of us. It was close by maybe 0.2 of a second, but it was in, and then the time expired. They couldn't get the button stopped in time. They're just going to go ahead and call the game here as reading 000s. But, yeah, it did go in with 0.1 of a second, Arlie. How about that?
So at 19:59, Matheson Acapelli completes the hat trick. 5-1, the Icemen win it. And Matheson Acapelli is definitely your number one star of the game today.
Yeah, he is that. Wow. And a great job here by the Icemen to come back after a very tough night last night. They salute their fans, and the fans applaud. They approve. But a big win here for Jacksonville. On a day, I should say, they had 47 shots on net. What a week for the Icemen as far as shots are concerned. The shot totals this week, 53, 33, 39, and 47 of the 4 games this week. How about that? That's quite the production there from that standpoint. But Matheson Acapelli with the exclamation point on this one. Makes it a 5-1 game and a 5-1 final. Arlie Johnson will be down on the ice with our number one star. Don't think anyone's really going to have to guess too much about this one. But 20 goals on the season for Acapelli now. First to reach that mark here for Jacksonville this season. He leads the team, but Icemen now have a 20-goal scorer here on this day. On a day when Matheson Acapelli gets the hat trick. And on a week in which was very bizarre for the Icemen on many, many levels, they get something bizarre happen, and that is a hat trick goal with really 0.1 of a second remaining. Might have been 0.2 or a 0.1 of a second, but it was in the net as time did wind down to hit the 000s there. It was in before, and that is how this one plays out. So we'll wait for the 3 stars, which will be announced here. I think they'll be announced right now.
Presented by Tom Bush Family Dealerships. Your number 3 star with a couple of assists from your Jacksonville Icemen, number 28, Ivan Chukarov.
Ivan Chukarov, 2 assists here today. Strong defensive game. He's got some applause for the fans, and he'll chuck the T-shirt there. Points at a youngster, says, "This one's coming for you," and he hands it off. And a fist bump for Arlie as well down there.
And tonight's number 2 star, also from your Icemen, with 29 saves, goaltender Matt Vernon.
Matt Vernon here, a great outing here for him today. Stopped 29 of 30 shots. The only one he didn't was a kind of a fluky thing that bounced, kind of a change up there, but great outing for him.
And fans, tonight's number 1 star, pretty much a no-brainer with a hat trick, number 19, Matheson Acapelli.
There it is, Matheson Acapelli, your number 1 star. He's down with the ice with Arlie Johnson.
You smile on your face just how good this game felt for you, for the team, for everybody. A hat trick for you. It had to feel awful nice to see that last one go in at the gun.
Yeah, we just went 60 minutes hard and got the job done tonight.
It's been a frustrating week, but you got right back to it today. Feel like you've been playing well all week, just weren't getting the results. Today, the results came. What was different today?
We just played hard. We played, like I said, full 60-minute game, 200 feet.
All right, well, congratulations, Matheson. Well done on your hat trick. First hat trick of the season for anybody for the Icemen this year. All right, there you go. There's Matheson Acapelli, your number 1 star of the game.
Man, a few words, Matheson Acapelli, but he is your number 1 star here today, and a deserving fashion there. 3 goals for him. He's now got 20 on the year. And more importantly here for the Icemen, they come back from a very, very tough loss last night And really a frustrating week for Jacksonville in general. And a week ago, it was frustrating, but they didn't play poorly. I mean, they played so well, even strength all week long. Special teams a little bit of an issue here, but you know what? They corrected that problem here today. You want to talk about responding and correcting things on the special team side of things. How about 3 for 7 on the power play and a perfect 3 for 3 on the penalty kill? Jacksonville very good on the special team side of things. And when they put that together, coupled with the fact that they are able to play so well on the even strength side of things, this is going to be a team very tough to beat as well.